Yo. What's up, yo? For those who don't know, my name is King Hoodie. Welcome to the live. Cedric Chester, what up, my boy? Welcome. Collapse. What's up, what's up, what's up? Again, my greatest apologies for being a little late. I'm working on my consistency, y'all. I'm a one-man show, but I appreciate y'all. Brianna, what up? Welcome to the live. Lashana, what's up? Yes. Juanito, what up, gang? How you feeling today? I'm feeling good. Juanito Uno, what up? Welcome to the live. Again, for those who don't know me, man, my name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. I make music. You're now tuned into my live stream right now. I'm live streaming directly on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And when this live is done, you could go and rewatch it on the King Hoodie official YouTube channel, man. We up. Come on. Come on. Morning, bro. What up, Nate? Nathan? Hey, Nate, you still in LA? I gotta come and kick it with you, my G. For sure. For sure. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, again, I gotta apologize, man, for being a little tardy on the live. And oh, I don't know what this is. We don't like haters. How do I... Bam, there we go. Wait, no, I don't know what that shit. Yeah, again, I gotta apologize, man. We start the lives at 10 a.m. However, this live is literally starting like 20 minutes late. And it's 1,000% my fault. I apologize. I didn't get much sleep last night. What are you wearing on your feet right now? Love the blue. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Faye. How do I pronounce your name? Faye Chard? What am I wearing on my feet right now? I'm wearing some Nike running shoes on my feet. Maybe that was a weird position, but it'd be like that. I'm actually about to run to the gym. I was supposed to be in the gym earlier, and I was supposed to pop into the live after that, but such is life. Yo, if this is your first time seeing me on the live, y'all make sure to tap the screen. Y'all make sure to follow me if you ain't never followed me before. When you tap the live, when you tap the screen, it just makes the live more visible so more people could jump up in here, share the live to somebody else who might also like dope conversations, because all we do is have dope conversations. So, yeah, we about to set it off on some kind of topic. We don't really got no plan and nothing organized, but normally as long as we get it going, we just gonna end up in a dope-ass situation. Heart me at the top. Y'all subscribe to me if you interested in subscribing to the kid. And oh yeah, y'all help me reach my live goal. My live goal is 3 of these teddy bears. So appreciate y'all, man. Let's get it popping. Nate says, yes, door always open. Hitting the gym now. Link back on after. All right, man, cool. Appreciate you, Juanito. Appreciate you, Nate. I'm gonna see you guys later on the IG side. Let me see. Face card. Okay, what up, face card? Alyssa, fine. That's what I like. Hey, okay. Appreciate you, Alyssa. Let me see. Your boy, Malik. Malik, you out of here, player. Big Rob, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Mama Hunter WA, what's up? Welcome to the live. Jasmine Batista, what's up? Yes, man. How y'all feeling? Again, I'm King Hoodie. Welcome to the live channel. This is a space just for dope conversations, dope vibes with dope people. We end up talking about just about everything in this live, from like society, music, business, friendships, relationships. We had one dope topic on here that was crazy. Chasing Smiles, what's up? We had one conversation, like I remember one of the craziest conversations that we had was an ongoing like 3-day combo about being jealous in a relationship. How do you know when the person, how do you know when the person that you with in a relationship, if they're jealous of you? And how do you fix that? Like, what do you do if you're in a relationship with somebody who's jealous of you? How does that even come around? What are the side effects of it? And how do you fix that if somebody that you with is jealous of you? Which is crazy to me, but it happens. Jasmine, thank you for liking a live. You is fine. Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate that. Mama Hunter WA, we doing good today. Again, I apologize for being late on the live. I just really didn't get any sleep last night, and so I'm popping up, doing what I'm doing. I believe this is like episode. We're getting close to 40 episodes. I don't know the actual number right now. I could probably do the math on it. Let me see if episode 35 was on the 28th, then that means that today makes episode 35, 36. This is episode 37. So shout out to us, man. We 37 episodes in. Yeah. All right, I just started my period at school. What should I do? Oh, I don't know. Jasmine Batista, girl, go home. Go to the nurse's office and ask for a pad. Yeah, I don't know if this is I don't think that's a real thing. I think that's a bot. Nay, if that's some real shit, let us know. Because if not, I'm gonna have to take you out of here. Because I think that if somebody just started they period and it was at school, I don't think they would jump into the live and casually just like tell us that. You know what I'm saying? That might just not be the case. You know? Cut ties. All right. Juanito says, cut ties. Keep motivated. Continue to get that money. Great day, sir. What up, Green Goddess? Welcome. Welcome to the live. Yeah, Nay. Yeah, you playing around. Cut ties. So Juanito on the live says, yo, if you end up in a relationship or you end up figuring out that the person that you're in a relationship with or been in a relationship with is jealous of you, you cut ties. You don't even wait around. You don't wait around to figure that out. You don't wait around to diagnose it. You don't wait around to tell your friends about it and try to get some couples counseling about it. He's like, man, cut them ties. Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree that if you find out the person that you with is somehow and for some weird convoluted reason jealous of you, what do you do? How do you respond to that? Are you the type of person that's going to be like, yo, I am going to see if I can work it out with you, see if we can understand this, see if we can figure this out, see if we can identify what part of your brain makes you feel like we even in competition in the first damn place to make you feel like you could do that. But hey, let me see. I don't know. Me personally, I think that's the weirdest topic in the world. And it's so crazy to find out how many people actually have an experience of being in a relationship with somebody who's quote unquote jealous of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just out of their control. Jasmine Batista says, how you feel about long distance relationships? That's a great question. I think, so fun fact, for the past, I just got out of a relationship. My relationship lasted 11 years, almost 12 years. And a majority of that time, it was a long distance relationship. We were living in multiple states since 2016. So that would be like 7-8 years. It was a long distance relationship. I wouldn't have selected for it to be a long distance relationship. However, I think it did give us the opportunity to grow in our individual ways. So I think that a long distance relationship can be good for you guys as long as it's like as long as you have these healthy levels of growing individual. Because if you could grow as individuals in your long distance relationship, I think that you're good. I think the problem with a lot of like in person and in real life relationships where y'all may be like living together or y'all may be just really close is that because you're so in somebody else's face all day, every day, sometimes you may not know where they end and where you start, or where you start and they end. So it's like, sometimes you don't know. That's how like I think some people end up in those situations where they leave a relationship and they realize, oh, I didn't even know how lost I was. I didn't even know I didn't know myself. I didn't even know who I am when I left this relationship because I've been with you for so long that we were like one person. So for me, the benefits of a long distance relationship is that you don't have that complex. You don't got that thing in your mind where it's like, we might be one person. It's like, nah, I know exactly who I am and I'm growing on my time and you growing on your time. The downside is obviously like the space and the distance means that in you guys being able to grow individually, you also have a great, opportunity to grow apart. And that's probably the sad part. You know what I'm saying? Like I think over time that might be a small contributing factor in what ultimately caused my last relationship to kind of come apart. We were growing in different ways and we're growing at different speeds. So it wasn't really easy for us to monitor each other's progress and say, yo, this is how I'm growing, this is how I'm growing. We also didn't have a lot of, like, we loved a lot of the same things, but like we would spend our time differently. I could sit and read books all day. And she could sit and like watch different types of media all day. And we just kind of ended up being just different. So yeah, I just say that it might work for some people, it might not. Ooh, this one, Morena, what up? What's up, Morena? Welcome to the live. Let me see. Candy said, if they jealous, move on. Yeah, she ain't playing around. Devin Thomas, what up, Devin? Welcome to the live. All right, hold on, let me see something real quick. Bam. Frequent Flyer says, I hope y'all get back together one day. Hannah, I appreciate you. What up, Hannah? Welcome to the live, Hannah. Hold on, I'm gonna sound it off for you. Yeah, and this just been my song for the past couple days now. Like, I like this song a lot. It's like some elevator Abercrombie music type vibe. I hope y'all get back together one day. Thank you, Hannah. And again, I don't know what to do in this kind of space. Like, I haven't, I guess, announced it to the world that we no longer together because we were engaged. So it's not like something that you just proud to, just tell people because, it'd be like that. So I got to maybe at some point put up a post and just let everybody know so that they don't expect us to be places together anymore. So I got to put up a post or something like that and just kind of let people know because a lot of people on the internet knew that we was together too. So I got to put up a post or something to like kind of let people know, yo, if you ever see me out with somebody else, there's no need to run and think that I'm cheating on my girl. We're not together anymore. So I probably got to do that for people, but we'll get to that eventually. Devin, what's up? How far? Jasmine Batista. The long distance relationship that I was in, we were both living in Miami at first. And then 2016, she moved to Atlanta. And then 2018, she moved to Los Angeles. And I was in Miami primarily the whole time. And the main reason why I stayed in Miami is because I have a team in Miami. Like, I have videographers here, producers here, musicians that I work with. So it wasn't as easy for me to just like bounce on them, because I have a team that like we've been working together for so long. It's not as easy for us to work together effectively. If I go to LA, then we kind of like cutting ties. But I'm getting over that now in my mind, to where it's like, yeah, nah, that's not really the case no more. Like, the reality is, as an artist, you got to move around. So. But yeah, that's a large part of the reason why that just happened, you know. Morning, Devin, so true, right? Let's see. Hollywood Poison, bestie, I'm in Miami in 3 weeks. Okay, Hollywood Poison, for sure. Let's see. Tevin, time difference too. Yeah, time difference is crazy. I don't know, I feel like there's different ways. After being in a long distance relationship myself, now I'm aware of the fact that you can make it work if you really want to. Like, if you really want to make a relationship work, you can absolutely make it work. You just gotta y'all gotta be willing to make it work. You could be in a whole nother country, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even just a different state. You could be in a whole nother country, and you and that other person could still make it work if that's what you have on your minds. Like, yo, make time for it. Like, well, okay, I can't physically date you, but let me jump on a Zoom call real quick and let's date. Let's FaceTime real quick while we eat. Let's FaceTime while we watch a movie. Let's still spend time together. Like, the internet and technology has made it so, like, literally we can be in each other's presence without having to be in each other's presence. You know what I'm saying? Brianna, nice sweatshirt. Hey, thank you, Brianna. Amen, Devin Thomas. It's real. Have y'all ever been in a long distance relationship? Like, have y'all ever been in a situation where you with somebody, but y'all not actually positioned in the same state or positioned in the same country or positioned in any kind of way like that? Y'all let me know what y'all experience has been like. Jasmine Batista, going to Florida this summer. Any spots you recommend? It depends on which part of Florida you're going to, Jasmine. Yeah, for sure. If you end up coming to Miami, I got a million places I can put you on game to. It depends on what you want to get into, and I can show you everywhere that you can get that. If you end up like in other places, I might not be as well versed. Like, I have no idea what's happening in Jacksonville. I don't even know what's happening in Fort Lauderdale. Other places outside of Miami is a little harder. But no matter where you end up going, I could definitely point you in the right direction. Let me see, Shy. I'm in one right now. Shy, you in a long distance relationship? How's it working out for you, Shy? Tell us. Are y'all finding a way to make it work? Or is it more like, you know this ain't working? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going with the motion. I'm going with the flow, but this is for the birds. Like, how's your experience happening, Shy? And y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Let's get to like at least 5,000 likes, please and thank you. As you tap the screen, it just makes the live more visible, so more people could just jump in the live. We can have a doper conversation. And y'all make sure to share it live. Share it with different people. Share it with at least 2 or 3 people that you think might love a dope conversation, because we have no idea where this conversation is going to go, but it's going up. Super up. Oh, shit. And y'all help me reach my live goal, 3 of these teddy bears. Appreciate y'all. And subscribe to me. Jasmine Batista, I'm in one right now. He's in Arizona and I'm in North Carolina. 3 years. That's what's up. Okay. Shy says, it's hard, but it can work. Just like any other relationship. That is facts. That is mega facts. Let me see. Jasmine Batista, Clearwater places. Okay. Thank you for sharing the live, Jasmine. Mandy, thank you for the follow. And Devin, thank you for sharing the live. All right, Shaw says, you have to still put in the work and effort to keep up with the relationship. Very true. Very, very, very true. Like, in a lot of ways, a long distance relationship is more taxing than even a regular relationship, because you have to take into consideration the fact that they're somewhere else. So it's like, all right, I have to make sure I'm calling you. I have to make sure that my communication is on point. I got to make sure that I'm doing my best. Nate, thank you for the gift. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I definitely feel like in a lot of ways it's even more challenging. When you're in a regular relationship with somebody who's around the corner from you, it's like, am I gonna see you later today or tomorrow? Like, well, what's the haps? Shy, thank you for the gifts. All right, Green Goddess on IG says, thank you, Shy, appreciate you. Green Goddess on IG says, I was engaged as well. You definitely not proud to announce it for sure. I never liked long distance relationships. So Green Goddess says she does not like long distance relationships, and she was also engaged. So she understands my feeling of like I don't know if this is hesitance. I don't know what it like. It's weird to announce it to the world. I feel like for me it's kind of like disrespectful. Like how do I even tell the world that I'm not gonna marry this person that I said I was gonna marry? You know what I'm saying? How do I tell them that? It's weird. It's weird and strange. But Green Goddess don't rock with long distance relationships, and she was also engaged, so she know how weird it is to like tell somebody who called it out. Hannah, long distance relationships work. My ex was in the Navy. He was on deployment, lasted 11 years. Wow. You was together with your ex for 11 years and he was in the Navy on deployment? That's what's up. Corey Elite, what's up, Corey? On my For You page, stopping in to show love. Hey, appreciate you, Corey. Thanks for stopping in. Nay is the #1 gifter. We appreciate you, Nay. Thank you. Shy, facts. I'm telling you, like, this is real stuff. Let me see. Devin Thomas says, the lack of physical touch is ass. The lack of physical touch. Okay, hold on. I didn't expect that word to be there. I thought that was gonna be a different. I thought that sentence was gonna run differently. I'm sorry. Oh man, I love Devin, bro. All right, cool. The lack of physical touch is ass in a long distance relationship. I agree with that 1,000%. Malik Reeks on IG, what's up? Welcome to the live. I agree with that, Devin, 1,000%. The lack of physical touch is ass. Thank you for the follow. Let me see. Chase a Smile says, develop resentment for them not being there when you need them. Hold up. Was there more to that message, Chase a Smiles, or did it start with the word develop? Because I didn't see a previous one. I know sometimes they filter it and I might not even see it. Chase a Smile says, develop resentment for them not being there when you need them. Devin Thomas says you don't have to announce it. So Devin, the reason why I want to announce it is because I want to make sure that people understand that, like, I don't want to leave people with this lingering expectation or this like false narrative that, yo, there's some sort of wedding that's gonna happen that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And like even people jump inside of these lives and be like, yo, what's up? What my homegirl like? Because when I first started going live on TikTok, I would go live with her. So it was like there's still some expectation that people got in their minds. And then if I don't say shit, and then I ended up, you see me outside in the street hanging out, or you see me with, you know, posted up with another girl, then it's gonna be like, oh, this guy's a dog. This guy, you trifling. Oh, you out here talking about motivation and power, and you out here stealing power. You trifling. Yeah, I wouldn't want that because it's just not true. It's not the right narrative. So I would want to have the same flexibility to move around and do whatever it is that I need to do without, you know, people being perplexed about this shit. You feel me? It would have been a different subject if I would have never announced that I was in a relationship. That's one thing. But the fact that like there was this whole kind of narrative based around it. Yo, the most viral like story post that I ever made on Instagram was this problem that we had in 2021. Like we had this problem. It was a bad relationship. She flew away, and it was a whole big thing. But I did not know how many people saw this post that I made. Like she was really mad at me one time. We had this like heart-to-heart conversation, and I that's when I like confessed to her like, yo, there are 2 times during the course of our relationship that I was not faithful to you, and that shit broke her heart. And it was tough, and it was weird, and I felt like, I just felt like I felt like an animal, man. I felt like the worst person in the world. I couldn't stand myself. It was a hard time. But she was in Miami, she flew back to LA without saying anything to me. She just hated me. And so I'm like, man, I'm about to go get my girl back. And so I flew to LA. She was not talking to me, even though I flew to LA, drove 2 hours out of LA to Rancho Cucamonga, which is a real place. I thought Rancho Cucamonga was some like a fake place from Next Friday. I thought that was a fake neighborhood. No, Rancho Cucamonga is a real neighborhood. And I drove there from LA. She didn't even know I was coming. I called her friend. Her friend let me know where she was at. Pulled up on her. She hated me still. Didn't want to talk to me. Came with some roses. Get out of my face, nigga. I hate you. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, okay, if she's not gonna talk to me, I gotta find a way to make her talk to me. So I started making all these posts on the IG. I'm like, yo, look, I need your help, guys. Y'all help me get to my girl. And so I put this story post on IG, man, and that shit, when I tell you, like, I'm sitting on Venice Beach in a rental car, just parked on the street, and I'm just making these posts in the car. I'm just bam, 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 making posts, making pictures, telling people the whole story. Because up until 2021, a lot of people didn't even know I was in a relationship because I kept my business my business. Like, if it's my business, it's my business. My business ain't for the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like I kept it to myself. P could tell you. Like I kept it to P knew because, you know, P was actually a close person to me. But people in the streets, if you don't need to know, you don't need to know. If something's valuable to you, you don't just put that on Front Street for the world to pick it apart and tear it apart and make fun of you or make like, you know, make you reconsider your stuff. So we kept our relationship very much to ourselves for a long time. But when she wasn't talking to me, I was like, man, fuck that. So I put it on the internet. And I was like, yo, I need help. She's not talking to me. Can y'all, you know, like let this be known. Let me see. Classic Coast, what up? Got to clear the air, facts, straight up. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just making these posts and I'm telling people and I'm a very good storyteller. I'll be honest. Like, shout out to myself. Hold up. I'm a very good storyteller. So I set the story in my story on Instagram. Like, yo, look, for a long time, I started this shit off like a George Lucas movie. It was like, I just set it up like, yo, for a long time, I've kept a lot of parts of my life very secret and very private because they meant a lot to me. But now I'm realizing that me keeping them to myself doesn't really keep them safe. Like me keeping my relationship, it doesn't really keep my relationship safe. So here goes. And I didn't know what confession, the way I laid it down, the way I laid that shit on thick, the way I put it down, most people didn't know what I was about to confess. That I wasn't doing about it. What you about to confess, boy? What you got secrets? And I just went and laid it out like, yo, this is my girl. This is who we are. This is who we've been. This is what it is. And I was showing them old pictures of who we was throughout like the 10 years that we had been together at that point. And I'm just making these posts just like, eventually I'm going to get to the end of the thing and ask everybody like, yo, go reach out to her on Instagram for me. Like, go into her DM. She's not answering me. She's not answering my calls. She don't want to talk to me, bro. I done flew 5 hours on a whim, on a regular Wednesday or some shit. I done rented a car. I done drove around the town. I'm spending thousands of dollars trying to like figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Get her to like show me some love again. And y'all gotta help me, bro, because she's not answering me, even though I'm here. And so I'm like, but if she get enough DMs, she gonna be like, okay, you get, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. But I didn't realize what was happening until like midway through. Like I'm making these posts, and then I stopped to answer a call. One of my homies called me like, yo, bro, what's going on, bro? He's just talking to me. And I'm talking to him for like 30 minutes explaining the situation. And he's like, all right, man, well, let me know if you need anything. When I got off the phone with him, my DM was like flooded. And my DM was flooded with different people who was watching the story. Like it was one of my homeboys, the first person at the top. He's like, yo, bro, finish the story. And I'm like, finish the story? Like, nigga, this is my life. What are you talking about? He's like, no. Finish the story. Like, what comes next? What happened next? And it was just off of the way that I got to repost this, but well, maybe I don't, but like it was just off the way that I laid the story out. It's like, yo, finish the story. And then after that, my DM was flooded. Like everybody in the DM, like, oh my goodness, what happened? This is so beautiful. I didn't know this. No one knew this. What's happening here? And this shit was like flooded. And then like as the day went on, I finally like finished the rest of the post. Be like, yo, this is what I need y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to her, like DM her. I got so many DMs from so many people. One DM I remember getting, it was from some lady. She was like, no, I'm not gonna DM that girl. I hate when you guys do this. You keep your girlfriend a secret until you fuck up, until you make a mistake, and then you want to post her and ask for forgiveness. No, stop being trash. The girl said, no, just stop being trash. Stop being trash, man. I remember reading this comment like, I'm taken aback. What is your deal? Like, she must have had some whole other trauma that got unleashed in my DMs, but like, a bunch of people saw it. It was like the most viral story post that I had ever made. I never seen my story post goes into like the thousands of thousands, like the tens of thousands to the super thousands. And I'm like, yo, the fuck's happening here? And this is just in the stories. And so I said that to say, like, after that, her DM got flooded. Her shit was crazy. She actually called me like after that, like, yo, all right, come back to the house and let's talk. I'm like, it worked, y'all. And I remember putting up like a little extra post to be like, yo, it worked, man. Y'all worked. It definitely worked. And so we ended up having a conversation because she was getting bombarded in her DMs. All these women, all these people was like, yo, give him another chance. He's a great guy. We don't know what happened, but let him talk to you. And so they give me a chance to talk, and then, but like that just started like a whole nother thing. It was like, oh, okay. So then it proceeded to be like 3 years of just forgiveness. It's like forgiveness type of journey, and you know, just working on ourselves as people. But I say that to say like that post that only existed in my story went so crazy. Like, two things happened after that. One, every time I went into the street, somebody asked me, how's your girl doing? Like, bro, it was in the street. I would be out. I didn't even know so many people had Instagram. And they're like, yo, bro, what's up? Yeah, how you been? Yeah, how's your girl? I'm like, what? You ain't never asked me no shit like that before? Oh, you seen the post. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, how's your girl? How's everything, bro? Yo, I saw that post, man. It had me in my emotions. I was like, yeah, I guess it did. People love. And so it was like, just two things happened. One, From then on, everybody knew I had a girl and everybody asked about her first. And then secondly, everybody believed that I moved to Los Angeles for some reason. Like just because I flew to LA to go fix that problem, niggas thought they think I don't live here anymore. I don't even be getting booked in Miami anymore sometimes because people don't think that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like Super Cindy had a festival and I was like, yo, Super Cindy, put me on the list for the festival. She's like, oh, I didn't know you were in town. I'm like, what other town would I be in? Oh, you live in LA, right? Everyone believes I live in LA right now. Everybody. CMB Plus, what up? What up, cuz? Everybody believes I live in LA, which I like it. I actually use it to my advantage because I love being in it. So I can pop out to LA like nothing. It's so easy and I still get LA opportunities because everyone thinks that I'm there. But it just let me know, like, if everyone that I know thinks that I live in Los Angeles, that means that all of you people saw this post. Like, that's the only reason why you would think that. So I said to say, like, that was just a moment. That was like an epic ass moment on the internet for me. And it was vulnerable. People had never seen that. And I asked myself a lot, like, why did the most viral thing that I ever posted on the internet, that's not even on a post, not even on a profile, it was just in my story, wasn't even about music. It wasn't about music. It wasn't about motivation. It wasn't about like a performance. It wasn't none of that shit. It was straight up like a love scene in a bad moment between me and my girl. But that shit just shot up. I have no idea how the algorithm did that, but just a bunch of people, like, people was DMing me like, I don't even know you, bro, but I saw your love story. I'm gonna send her a message for you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, I appreciate you. So I said it to say, that's what's leading me to this like conclusion where, okay, after that post, and there are some people who straight up follow me just because of that. After that, I think that there's like, people just kind of got it in them. I want to let people know like, okay, boom, this was this and this is this. I don't want you to keep walking around with that same false narrative, you know? Let me see. All right, I'll get into the comments, my bad. Hannah says, yeah, 6 months sometimes. Yeah, 6 months sometimes. We were engaged, met his mom. It worked for us. That's what's up, Ms. Braca. Nay, long-distance relationships create a lot of substance if it's with the right people. Right. Jasmine says, yeah, people love to talk when it comes to others' relationships. Facts. Shai says, true. They're going to make their own narrative up in their head. Very true. Nay says, it proves whether the bond is strong beyond the physical. Love exists beyond the vessel. Ah, that is very true. Sweet Pete. Baby boy, they're going to talk about you regardless. Live your life, live your truth. Ah, okay, that's very true. Let me see. Nay says, you grow individually as people, knowing it's two whole people creating something grander. Very true. And that's how I looked at it for a long time. I was like, I like the fact that in our relationship, since it's long distance, we're not hindering each other. I would like to believe I'm not stifling your growth. I'm not telling you can't go out. I'm not telling you like none of that stuff. We're just really being together as people and letting it ride. Sweet Pea says, yeah, I remember that time. I was proud of you for taking that leap regardless of outcome. Yeah, that shit was not easy. Myra, what up? Devin says, I did that for a friend before. Really? Let me see. We love. I'm telling you. Tifonye, your skin is beautiful. Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. I wash my face. Let me see. Jacob, did you go to college in Atlanta? No, I did not go to college in Atlanta. I have no idea what kind of human being I would be if I did go to college in Atlanta. I'll be real with you because, like, coming from Miami, going to Atlanta has always been like how everybody come to Miami, and Miami's like the playground for people who not from Miami. From people from Miami, going to Atlanta is like the playground for us. It'd be like, yeah, nah. You go to Atlanta and we act up. We complete, because the people so different. The people in Miami are like very, bro, we're just kind of, we just stick to ourselves. We're not friendly people in Miami. Like, it's not a friendly place down here at all. Like you might think so, but it's not. Like, if you go to a restaurant, yeah, the waiter's gonna be nice to you. But in terms of like people in the street, like, it's not really like that. But when you go to Atlanta, it's like people are friendly. There's Southern hospitality. Life is great. Girls know how to have conversations. Some girls, like, according to the Miami standard too, some girls in Atlanta don't even know their worth. So it's like, yo, you go to Atlanta, you talk to a girl who's like a 10, and she thinks she's like a 5. And in your mind, you like, bro, if I take you back to the crib, you like an 11. And so I'm just going to say, you know, it's like the logic of it. So we go to Atlanta, we act up. So I have no idea who I would be if I did go to college in Atlanta. But I have a feeling I would act up, and I would not be the same person I am today. So probably a great thing. Let's see. My bad, man. I thought I knew you. Oh, all good, Jacob. Welcome to the live. KK, what do I do? My back getting big. What do I do? My back getting big. Damn. CMB. Grand Rising King. Grand Rising CMB. Welcome to the live. Yeah, I don't know what to do about big backs other than like running. Just run for your life. Go outside and just run for your life. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait. You're going to do great. Telly. ET, you're going to do great. Facts. Let me see. Sweet Pea says, I saw the I wash my face interview. I literally can't stand you. Come on, bruh. Like, these are the facts. Again, for those who don't know me, my name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. You're now tuned into my live. This is your first time in my live. Follow me. Follow me right now. Just hit the follow button. I have no idea where it is, but I'm sure it's somewhere probably up by my name. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live. It's space for dope conversations. Y'all help me reach my live goal up here of these 3 teddy bears. And subscribe to me if you're not already subscribed to me. Blah. Got to keep making my drops. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Pea says, I saw the I Wash My Face interview. I literally can't stand you. Yo, this is facts. They was like, oh my gosh, what's up with your skin? I'm like, yo, bro, I washed this face. Like, I wash this face. You get a bigger shirt. That's what I did. Wait, what? Oh my God, that's so funny. If you get a big back, what do? You get a bigger shirt. That's what I did. Damn, P. Okay, P. That's what we talking about. You stand on top of it. You stand on top of things out there. Oh, my back getting big. Let me just increase the size of my shirt instead of decreasing the size of my back. Okay, I got you. First off, that big back narrative is crazy, and we got to look out for those kind of people. That thing is crazy. Let's see. Jacob, I used to live in Overtown. I know. Yeah, Overtown, you ain't playing around. The art scene is lit in Miami. T-Phone, yeah, it definitely is lit down here. I'll be honest with you. The art scene is incredible. Miami is incredible for art. Let me see. P says you get a bigger shirt. She is not playing. All right. I mean, yeah, it's levels to it, man. It's absolutely levels to it. I have no idea what to do when you're getting a bigger back, but I do know that it's life. You know what I'm saying? King Hoodie, international artist, author, motivational speaker, and knowledge seeker. Hey, appreciate you, Pete. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Let's see if we get those likes to like 5,000. 5,000 likes. Yeah, I have no idea what I was talking about a second ago, but life is life. You know what I'm saying? Life is life, and people have the right to grow and change. Anybody who ever like makes you feel a certain way about changing, you got to understand that they belong on the other side of it. We said this a little while ago too. We're like, yo, if you lose a friend as a byproduct of setting a boundary for yourself, that lets you know that person should be on the other side of that boundary. You know, we should be able to set boundaries. You should be able to say, this is what I'm willing to do. This is what I'm unwilling to do. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is who I need to have in my life. This is who I don't need to have in my life. And if somebody doesn't agree with that, then you might just have to straight up get rid of them. Because we'd be surprised how many times people straight up just will like, nay precious. What up, Naprecious? Will you be surprised how many times like, it's one thing for a person to be uninterested in your life. Like, oh, I'm going to go here and do this or start this business or start this brand. That's one thing. It's another thing for people to be excited about your life. Oh my goodness, you're going to go and do that thing. You're going to go to Paris for a year and study, clay making or glass blowing. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Enjoy it. Love. I'm so happy for you. And they really are genuinely happy for you. And it's a whole other third thing where it's like people are just not happy for you if you say you're going to go and do something. And it kind of shows itself in two ways. One, either somebody like actually telling you like, yo, you shouldn't do that. I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe you should just relax, or just straight up like, oh, you whack for that, or that's not cool. Or, and this is the scarier one. The scarier one is like a person who doesn't even say anything. Like you tell a person some good news about your life or something exciting and they don't say anything whatsoever. It kind of makes me like now, as the person that I am today, it kind of makes me think like, man, I got to be better at detecting those silent haters, bro. Like a silent hater is detrimental to your life. This kind of person that's so close to you that you're actually taking what they say into consideration, not knowing that they're a hater. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that it's like, yo, a person that's close to you that's also a hater has the ability to cut your Achilles. You know what I'm saying? Bonnie, thank you for that. Appreciate that, Bonnie. Facts. Lil Gucci. Okay, facts. Devin said it. Lil Gucci says, anytime I tell my family I want to move out the state, it's like, bruh, like, nah, my family. Yo, bruh, when I tell you, like, nah, I just mean nah. Like, and we got to be completely comfortable. And if we're not comfortable separating from these people, then that means that we're choosing them. I remember a quote I heard a long time ago that said, all it ever took for the advancement of evil was for good men to do nothing. I'll repeat it. All it ever took for the advancement of evil, all it ever took for evil to succeed, all it ever took for evil to prosper is for good men to do nothing. That's across the board in life. That's how, the Nazis came into power. That's how slavery lasted so long. That's how Jim Crow lasted so long. Like, all it takes for evil to win, for evil to prosper, for evil to just take over is for good men to do nothing. And it's the exact same thing in your personal life. If you're not actively invested in saying, no, I can't have it, I don't want that, I want this, then you're choosing that thing that you don't want. If you're gonna allow it to like meander around and hang around you and pop a beer open with you and keep talking to you and keep hanging with you, you're choosing that thing. Anything you have in your life that hasn't left your life yet, even if you don't love it, you're inadvertently choosing it because you haven't made a decision yet. You know, Myron Golden says it like this, and I love the way he worded this. He was like, you have to stop making choices and you have to start making decisions. And a lot of people think that those words are the same thing, or they're not the same thing. Stop making choices. Start making decisions. When you make a choice, it's like a multiple choice, test. All you're doing is choosing one option among a list of other options. So when I go and I make a choice, I'm going to choose this among other possible viable options. I'm making a choice versus making a decision. When you make a decision, you're cutting away everything else that isn't what it is that you want. An incision, like if you go to a doctor's, I'm going to have to make a small incision, is to cut into something. An incision is to cut in. A decision is to cut away. We're cutting something away from something. We're deciding it. Deciding, like de-cutting away. So when you make a choice, you're making one choice, but you still kind of have your eyes looking at the rest of them. I'm choosing C, but A and B and D and E are still kind of there. I'm just choosing this one. Versus making a decision, it's like, no, bro, I'm choosing C, and that means that B doesn't exist. A doesn't exist. D doesn't exist. E doesn't. I'm deciding. I'm cutting away everything that isn't my absolute focus, my decision. And I really loved it when he said that. I was like, man, that's such a bar. You got to stop making choices and you got to start making decisions. Like decide, meaning cut everything away that isn't what you said you want for yourself. Don't make a choice in an ocean of other choices, because you'd be surprised when the tide turns. Oh man, now you're in choice number D now. Because D was visible to you. D was an option for you, and you kept it as an option. We live a life where people tell you, oh, you got to be balanced, and you want to have options. You want to have a backup plan. You got to have something to fall back on. Denzel Washington, if you Google Denzel Washington fall forward, he has an entire commencement speech where like he's telling people how when he was going to be an actor, they kept telling him, yo, finish your degree in this, major in something else. Don't you want to have something to fall back on? And he was like, nah, I don't want to have nothing to fall back on, because I don't want to fall back ever. If I fall, I want to fall forward. And so I want to tell you guys, if you fall forward. Don't fall backwards. Ain't nothing for you there. Like, and what we don't understand is that when you walk into life with split focus and a split decision, you'd be surprised how often life forces you into that lesser one. That's like, if I ask you right now, let's say I need you to do a service for me. And it's like, yo, how much is your rate? What's your rate? And let's just say, oh, I charge between $500 and $1,000 for that service. And I'm like, okay, bet, I'm going to pay you $500 for it. And then you go home thinking like, man, I really wish I would have got the $1,000 for that. Bruh, you're to blame. Why did you give me the option of choosing a lesser option for you? You know what's going to happen? Gravity is real. We want to bring you to the ground no matter what, and negotiations is real. I want to bring you to the lowest price as a good consumer, as a good whatever. I want to get the best thing for the lowest price. Warren Buffett doesn't buy new cars, and Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world. Warren Buffett buys certified pre-owned cars. This is the wealthiest man in the world. He could buy car companies. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, what? You're buying certified pre-owned cars. Why? Because even as the richest man or one of the richest men in the world, top 10, I still want to get a bang for my buck. What's wrong with you? Like, if I can get this thing for $500, why would I not? You're the one that's going to walk away like, oh, man, I really wish I would have got the top dollar for it. Well, no, you're never going to get top dollar because you gave me the option to get it for less. So if you give me the option to get this for 50 cents, I'm going to pay you 50 cents. Why? Because that's a price choice that you set. And the way, same way you walking around with these choices of options, like bam and bam, you want this amount or that amount. Don't be mad when I choose this amount. Of course I'm going to force you down. That's what we do. Gravity does it. Resistance does it. I'm going to drive your price down, of course. So don't ever give me that option. Like, give yourself to say, yo, bro, my price is this, and that's it. And don't walk around with that fear of, like, a lot of times we have this, like, fear of, oh, if I'm not comfortable paying it, then I wouldn't want someone else to pay it. It's like, bro, you better stop analyzing somebody else's pocket based on your bank account. You blocking your blessings like that. I would say right now, for me, it's crazy to say I'm going to fly a whole crew of people to Egypt or Ghana and pay for everybody's excursion and have it be a vibe. That shit would be crazy for me. It'll be like, whoa, for me to do that is like, what am I spending, like 80 grand to fly these people out? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? However, for other people, and I was a member of this trip, it's easy for someone else. It's like, bam. Yeah, it ain't nothing. 80? Come on, bro. We're going to have a great time. Okay, bet. You dropping 80,000 like that on the weekend. For sure. Bam, 80 grand. Yeah, everybody fly out. Yeah, we're going to have all this stuff planned out. Yeah, for sure. We out. Yeah, let's do it. Wow. But if I would have set my expectations of my experience based on my bank account, it'd have been like, all right, we're going to go here, go there, and then go home. Walk around, do some free stuff, cool. But since it wasn't based on my stuff, it was like, nah, we're gonna go shut down this mall. We literally went inside a store and no one else could be in the store but us. I was like, for sure, this is crazy. So we went and did that. We had quality dinners. We had a mansion that was 10 bedrooms. We had a bus that was at our disposal at any point in time. We had like 10 employees on staff at the house at all point in time. We had a driver, multiple drivers. Almost everybody in the crew, everybody who was working the house could drive the bus, take us wherever we want to go. Like, everything was popping. And so thank God that some of us do not live our lives based on what our own bank accounts could do. If you're limiting your life and what could come into your life based on what you could do for yourself, I have to tell you, bro, like, you're limiting and you're blocking your blessings. Get out of your own head. Get out of your own mindset. Get out of your own tax bracket and say, yo, I'm going to offer something for people that are in a higher tax bracket than me. That's how everybody ever got rich. Most people who start businesses, you don't start it as a rich person. You start it as a scrappy person who's good at sales. So you want to find high ticket clients. You want to have a high ticket offer, and you want to get your clients to come and pay you an amount of money that's worth the value that you're going to give to them. You know what I'm saying? Not, oh, I'm going to, literally, since you can do it for free, it should be free, right? Shouldn't you just do this thing for me for free? You can do it for free. So why don't you charge me the same amount you're charging yourself to have the information? You have zero, like you can do this for $0, so do it for me for $0. You're like, man, are you crazy? No, I'm going to do this for $25,000 and not a penny less. And I got to be comfortable telling you that even if it comes at the cost of some clients, I'm going to talk to some people. Some people are going to say no, but I can't let that discourage me. Just because I get 5 no's doesn't mean, okay, the 6th person I talk to, I'm just going to tell them my price is $10,000 so I could just hurry up and get a client. Cool. Do that. You're going to just hurry up and get a client and you will have devalued your brand. Maybe semi-permanently, depending on who that client is. Because now they're going to go and tell other people that they can get it for $15,000. And now you done ended up in a vortex where it's like, oh, well, no, look, I'm charging you that, but I'm trying to charge other people other things. And now this person who's probably one of your best clients at the time, literally, he's the only person paying you, is looking at you like you have a lack of integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, so you're charging me one rate, but they're going to charge others. Are you even really a professional? Like, what is this? And it's like, nah. Like, you're not. You're killing yourself. So, like, get comfortable with that. Get super comfortable with that. And, like, don't let anybody, play you about that. Like, know your value, know your worth, just like Devin said. Know your worth and add tax. I like that a lot, actually. And it's true. And we got to stop limiting ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But then also when it comes to boundaries, you got to know. And you got to also monitor those silent haters. A person that's closer to you in your life has the capacity and the power to hurt you deeper than somebody who's beyond that wall. And you know that. So you got to take an appraisal of the people that you got around you, man. We all do constantly. It's not something that ever stops. It's not something that ever ends. It just isn't. Sweepy says, the worst kind of friend is someone who pokes holes in all your dreams and desires in the name of love. In the name of love. Yeah, that's idiotic. So in the name of knowledge and wisdom, I need to move you away. In the name of love, you told me some negative shit. You done poked a hole in my entire plan. You brought my vibration down and my belief system and my belief about this project down. Cool, great. What I'm going to do with the knowledge that I have is put you on the other side of this wall so that you can never do that again. Because you have no idea how detrimental that was to me. And a lot of people don't. Coaches, teachers, like just counselors, they have no idea how damaging some of the statements that they make to young people are, whatever, however that sentence is supposed to go. Like, you just don't know how damaging what you're saying is to somebody else if you're not in their shoes. And some people just think in life, like, yo, man, I used to have conversations. I used to tell people like, yo, bro, like, you got to watch what you say. You got to monitor the words you're saying. You're saying negative shit and you don't even know it. Some people think it's cute and endearing to be like, oh, I hate people. Oh my gosh. And when you're funny and somebody makes you laugh, oh my God, I hate you. Oh my gosh. I'm like, since when did I hate you mean you killing the game right now? Like, and since when did I hate people means I'm some kind of cool person? Like, yo, you got to watch what you say. Bonnie, I'm in the middle of a separation from my ex of 23 years, Bonnie Jefferson. That's real, Bonnie. I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully it's like a progressive separation. Hopefully it's like something that you're doing for the greater good of you and your partner. You feel me? And so, like, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Bonnie. What was I saying a second ago? Completely forgot. But yeah, man, damn, what was I saying a second ago? I told myself I was not going to forget what I said a second ago. Love the blue. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Let me see. But nah, man, like, I don't know what I was saying a second ago, but I was in my bag. The word hate. Hate? Someone who pokes holes in all your desires. Yeah, nah, people just don't understand how detrimental that is. Like, oh, right. Yeah, the word hate. You're right. Exactly. Sorry. Words have power. Thank you, E.T. Yeah, it's true. And I used to tell my homies all the time, like, yo, you gotta monitor what you say. Like, yo, you just said something negative. Like, watch out, monitor what you say. And I wasn't always like that. I began monitoring what I'm saying as I started reading more books. As I started reading more books, I realized successful people are not frivolous with their words at all. Like, people who are truly successful, I don't just mean like some savage who just got money. We gotta start separating, like, let's separate church and state when it comes to money and success. Money is one thing. You could be a savage, an animal, clearly, like, you could do every kind of, assault you could think of and have money. You got some people that wake up and the only thing they focus on is getting money. So you can't use money as a metric for success. Because I would not say that somebody who's out here human trafficking or beating on children or like human trafficking, beating children is a successful person. I would say, yo, you a savage who's focused on getting money. And now you get into the money, but you a straight there's a special place for you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. It's also a special place for you here. Like, you a sat when somebody figure out what you're doing. So we got to separate between, like, okay, this is just like a person who just has a lot of money. We can't look at somebody like, oh, this guy's ridiculously rich, but he's like a terrible person. Cool. You a savage who was only focused on getting money, and you're going to die alone in a big house. Congratulations. Savagely. So a person who's truly successful is what I'm talking about. When you're truly successful, I found that the people who are truly successful that I also have met in my personal life and also I've just read in all these books are people who control their verbiage. They don't say anything. They don't, man, these people who are truly successful, people who made their way up from the bottom, they don't allow just anything to come out of their mouths. They don't even allow anything to pop into their head. They say, nah, I'm going to do the work to set the parameters inside of my mind so that my mind is going to do what I want it to do. Like my mind, when I was talking to this homeless dude outside of my house, who was the smartest man I ever met, as he was speaking to us, he would constantly like stop whenever somebody would pass by and then start the conversation again, as if it was a God-given private conversation for us. And then he apologized at one point. He said, I'm sorry. The mind is like a barking dog. It just barks at everything that it sees. I was like, oh, wow. And he stopped. He said, but is it supposed to? I was like, man, this homeless dude outside of my house was just a genius. Everything he said was just top tier. And he was like, I'm sorry, I keep stopping, but the mind is like a barking dog. It just barks at everything it sees. And it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. Like, you see something and you just kind of like giving it attention. He said, but is it supposed to? Is it supposed to bark at everything it sees? Is it supposed to consider everything that comes around? Is it supposed to take everything that someone gives it to be a fact? No. You're supposed to audit and edit your mind. You're supposed to audit and edit your consciousness. You're supposed to audit and edit your friend. You're supposed to audit and edit this thing and be like, yo, I took in a lot of information yesterday, but how much of it was valuable versus how much of it was just straight up like Instagram, idiotic, like BS. How much of this was actually valuable? How much should I actually hold on to this? I have a conversation with somebody today. They said 2% good things and 98% terrible things. I have to understand that. I got to take an audit of that, and then I got to edit it. Okay, I'm going to cut away that 98 BS. I'm going to take that 2%, and I'm never going to talk to this person again. That's going to be the end of that. But like all the successful people I know, man, they monitor their words. They monitor their thoughts. They don't play around because they understand the importance of words. They understand the importance of your thoughts. They understand the importance of saying, yo, I'm going to organize the faculties in my brain that are going to organize the faculties in my words that are going to eventually organize the faculties of my actions. And before I know it, I'm going to be a person that's completely in tune with myself. I'm not going to be discombobulated. I'm not going to be all over the place. I'm not going to be conflicted. Or I'm not going to have like contrasting belief systems. I'm going to be one being, mind, body, and soul. I'm going to know exactly who I am, and I'm going to show up that way. But if I never take the time to like check myself and get my brain in alignment with what I want to say and get what I want to say in alignment with who I am and like what I'm actually doing in the world, because we all know some people that say one thing and do something else. That's called a hypocrite, So it's like, it's no different than thinking one thing and saying something else. Oh, I love you so much. You're such an amazing person. Oh my God, I can't stand that person. I can't wait to get away from you. Oh, you think you're about to move to another state? You think you're about to like start that business? But you're a bum. You're a loser. You're this, you're that. And it's like, yo, you are a hypocrite. You are going to have to pay for that at some point in time. At some point in time, though, the separation between what you're thinking and what you're saying is going to be shown. We all know them fake ass people. Like when you meet somebody and they start talking to you and you're like, this person is saying all the right things, but for some reason, something in their body language or something in my aura is letting me know you're saying you're using the right words, but I don't, why, how come it doesn't, it doesn't connect. I'm not feeling it. I felt that way recently. I was talking to somebody who said all the right things. Oh my goodness, this is why I believe in you. I this, I that, I this. And I'm listening to this person like, I feel like I'm hearing all the right words come from your mouth, but I'm not feeling any of that shit. I feel like there's a different story happening behind your eyes. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's me. Or maybe it's Maybelline. Joking. Maybe it's really just you. Maybe I'm actually like, my ear is hearing one thing, but my intuition is hearing something completely different. There's a different story happening behind your eyes when I'm telling you about some of the things I'm doing, and I don't think I want to tell you about anything else that I'm doing. You feel me? So I just never want to. Jasmine Batista says, yeah, our body are usually on fight or flight mode. No, straight up. And they are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also getting to a space right now where I also really appreciate like what my body naturally is telling me, what my body is naturally, Timothy, what my body is naturally telling me, like what my instincts are telling me. Because for a long time, I did not trust my instincts because I was conflicted. I didn't understand the voices in my head. I didn't know who they were. Myra, straight empath, straight up. I didn't know who the voices in my heads were. Like, that's why I always motivate people. Like, I want to motivate y'all. Go read this book called, hey, we got to 5,000 likes. Appreciate y'all. There's a book out here called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. I always going to recommend that to be the first book anybody reads because it really points out to you the enemy, how the enemy is going to show up in your life, how the enemy inside of you shows up in your life. And I love this verbiage that he uses. He's like, most people, this is what he said. He said, most people listen to the serpent's voice in their head telling them they can't do it. Pause. He said, most people listen to the serpent's voice in their head. He got a name for it. The serpent's voice. How many of us are listening to the serpent's voice in our head and don't even know it? You don't even know that's... Nat, what's up? Good morning. Yeah. Nat's up in here. It's a party now. You don't even know that you're listening to the serpent's voice in your head because you have no idea what any of those voices sound like. You think that that's you saying that. And that's the saddest shit. Like, when I sit and I talk to somebody who's telling me something, and in my mind and in my heart and in my spirit, I know that what they're saying isn't coming from them. You know, like I know when you speaking on from a godly level, like, yo, you're just a straight vessel. You're channeling some stuff and you making it pop, and I'm loving it. TD Jakes channels a lot of stuff. I be liking watching TD Jakes. Learning to trust learning to trust your gut is difficult. It is, but it's only difficult because we do not know who to listen. You don't really know what your gut is. If you know what your gut is, like if you know what your higher self is, your intuition is, if you know what like God sounds like, and you know what the devil sounds like, your decision making becomes like much easier because you could sit with yourself for a moment, ask your body, ask yourself like, what should I do in this moment? And you're going to see, yo, you're going to go for that one that's scary. You're going to go for the one that requires courage. You're going to go for the one that puts you into uncharted waters. You're going to go for the one that makes you grow. You're going to go for the one that's not instant gratification. You're going to go for the one that lifts up the spirit. You're not going to go for the eating marathon at the all-you-can-eat spot. You're going to fast for 2 days. Like, that is automatically like, yo, bam. You know, a lot of times. I'm not saying for everyone because I don't know your life. I'm just saying. Overall, me, I've noticed, like, whenever God is talking to me, it don't make sense to the rest of me. Whenever the devil is talking to me, it make a lot of sense to everything. Because the devil uses like reasons and rationale. The devil gonna be like, yo, do this because of that. Go cheat on this person because remember how they did you like this? Remember how they did you like that? And remember how this happened? Do this and do it. It's like very logical. It uses a lot of reasons and rationale, and like it also sounds very loud. It also sounds very like flesh based. Like go and do that. It's gonna feel good. But it's like this is the enemy. This is the devil. This is AKA the ego. This is something that just want to set me back. And I know that. And I only know that because I sat here long enough until I could decipher these voices in my head. You know, until I could, I know I'm going off my gut. I'm going off my instinct with this one. Or I'm going off my wisdom. Well, I had a situation like this happen before, and I done meditated, talked to God about it, and this is what God told me last time, so why would this time be any different? But just to be sure, let me meditate again real quick. I'm going to take like a 5-minute break. I'll see you in a second. I'm going to take an intermission. I'll be right back. I'm going to sit. I'm going to weigh them options in my mind, and I'm going to actually talk to these higher spirits. Yo, what should I do in this situation? It's like, yo, you're always going to go for the one that's kind of in this. It's like a constant stream. It's like a vein that you can connect to. It's like, yo, I'm only going to do things on this kind of frequency. I don't do things on that kind of frequency. I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to keep it pimping. Over there, where it's all fleshy and mind and body and Sodom and Gomorrah and all like in the body, it's like, nah, we ain't going for that. I'm not going for that because that's going to take you to destruction. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take you down, and you're not even going to know it till you're already there. Like, there's only so much sex you can have. There's only so much weed you can smoke. There's only so much dope you can do before you eventually become numb to it. And then you start hating yourself like, yo, how did I even get here? How did I fall to this position? Where am I right now? And then you really don't know what the voices in your head are saying. Because now, as the enemy speaks to you, it also has real facts to back it up. Like, hey, you're a piece of shit. And it's like, no, I'm not a piece of shit. I'm a good person. It's like, nah, because you've been on a drinking binge for like a week. You've been doing that dope that you say you wasn't going to do this week. You've been on that site you wasn't supposed to be on this whole week. You've been eating that food you said you wasn't going to eat. What happened to that New Year's resolution? What happened to that? I'm a different person. What happened to that? I could do all things through Christ that strength. What happened to that? Be ye not changed by the world. Hold up. Be ye not, what is it? Be ye not conformed to this world, but rather transformed by the renewing of your mind. Like, yeah, what happened to all that talk? What happened to all that good talk? from a second ago. No, you're not doing none of that stuff. So now it's like the enemy got ammo. Based on your actions, the enemy got ammo to use against you. And what you got to do is find a way to combat that. And you can only combat that on a spiritual level. You can't combat that by like running outside and say, oh, I'm going to go feed the homeless real quick. It's like, yeah, that's cool. But like, you trying to slap a Band-Aid over your problems, or you trying to slap a Band-Aid over like your real issue. You feeding them homeless. Hey, what's up? Hey, that's great. However, you're running from something. And I know you're running from something because you're trying to find an outside solution to an inside problem. And it's not going to work for you, my G, because it's never worked for anybody else. Like, you can't fill that hole inside of yourself with these outside experiences and expect to fix anything inside. It just doesn't happen like that. An inside problem requires an inside solution, and an outside problem requires an outside solution. But I've also seen outside problems have like, you know, inside solution could fix an outside problem too sometimes. I might be beefing with one of my homies, and I'm thinking, man, this you totally in the wrong, bro. Nah, look, I'm not going back. You dead wrong. And then I might go and sit with myself, and then an answer comes from within me like, yo, you tripping. You're the wrong one. Go apologize, man. You better put your damn ego aside before you end up like losing out on an incredible person for being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be stupid. And don't like burn bridges with people, because just don't do that. Okay, cool. So sometimes inside solutions can solve not only inside problems, but outside problems. But very few times do outside solutions solve inside problems. Like, nah, when you got an inside problem, you need an inside solution, bro. On a spiritual level, you got to have a spiritual like weapon. If you don't got that, then yo, it just is what it is. But in recent times, and I'm only saying that to say, in recent times, I very much so like learn to trust my gut. Very much so learn to like trust my, whatever you want to call it, universe, deities, spirits, ancestors, higher frequency, infinite intelligence. Like, there's so many different words and so many people that like to use. A lot of people stop saying God because like some bad people have said God to somebody and did some bad shit. Like, let's be for real. Like a lot of people have walked in, oh God, I'm on a mission from God. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the people who did 9/11 was like, oh, we on a mission from God. It's like, yeah, okay. So I get it. A lot of you, so you got to change the verbiage up, because like, all right, yeah, a lot of people have done some damage in the name of like God. But like, let's, whatever you want to call it, speak to a higher power, and like come to it like in a real space. Like, yo, I have no idea how I'm gonna fix any help. And you'll be surprised. Help will come. Help will come from the inside. Help will come from the outside. Help will come in the form of a live like this. Like, you'll be surprised, man. Your help will come. And yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. For sure. Yeah, the Most High. I'm telling you. All right, let me see. Top tier book. Yeah. What's the book called? Sorry. I think The War of Art. That's the only book I mentioned, Jasmine. Learn to trust your gut. Such a difficult thing when you mistreat it. Let me see. Made by Courtney. Every time I'm around one friend and my kids are around them and their kids, we always end up headaches or not feeling well. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Rebuke. Devin says, rebuke them in the name of Jesus. Yes, rebuke them. Made by Courtney, distance yourself for a minute. Right. Yeah, I need a proofread. Right. Thanks. That's real. Very flesh-based. Absolutely. Let me see. Natalie, the devil hear you as well. That's why you have to watch what you say. Exactly. You got to watch what you say. And a lot of people just don't. And it's so weird because I could feel it. The way I am right now, the way as in tune as I am right now with something bigger than me that I cannot take control of, bruh. Because, yo, if you really think about the magnitude of what we're a part of, we're very small, man. In the grand scheme of things, we are very, 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 very small. And it's like, yo, there's so much more happening out here that most people can't even see. So when you are somebody who can see it, your job is to allow other people to see it. That's why, like, I really believe in the arts. Like, we got to keep the arts in the school because artists are the only ones who channel that bigger universe into, like, a finite space and show it to you. This is a gold ring. This is the Mona Lisa. This is an automobile. This is an iPhone. This is a Tesla. Man, I was in a Tesla with the homie yesterday. No, we pulled up to one of the supercharged stations. Man, that shit charged his Tesla up for, like, $10. And he's going to be riding all day. I'm like, yo, bet. This is the future. And he's just charging it. I'm like, this is the future. But, like, that's why I really believe in, like, those people who can bring things from the other universe into this universe. Bam, here's a book. Bam, here's a movie. Bam, here's, you know what I'm saying, a moonwalk. You know what I'm saying? Bam, here's some clothes. Like, we really got to keep the arts alive because it's just incredible when you really take time to sit back and look at the magnitude of everything. I don't even just mean, like, on this earth. I mean just the magnitude of everything. If anything that astrology says is real, that means there is this big burning circle in the middle of our like galaxy, in the middle of our galaxy, in the middle of our solar system that is keeping all these other astrological bodies at bay. Their perfect distance around this big burning circle that has no, like, why are you even here? What is this? Why are you even, like, why is it not up a little bit or lower? And this thing is just keeping these other planets at bay for whatever reason. And they're all in a perfect rhythm with each other, a perfect harmony. We can't change it even if we wanted to. That thing is doing, it's on an automated clock. It's on a design that's way bigger than us. And then we just happen to be on the perfect planet that promotes our life and gives, I always get amazed. Whenever I look at the sun, I always get amazed. I'm like, yo, bro, how is this real? Like, how is this real? People are walking by the sun today and not even processing this shit. Like, yo, this thing is far enough away from me. No, this thing is close enough to me. Paris, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate you, Paris. This thing is, how do I want to say this? This thing is close enough to me that I can feel its warmth. As soon as I go outside, I feel it touch me immediately. Go outside and see if you're not going to, the sun touches what it wants. The sun is not going to listen to you, bro. The sun is an astrological body that has been here before the dawn of time. It is not going to listen to you. Hoodie be knowing what to do. He really be led by the Lord. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. I'll be trying, man. I'll be trying to reach in because one day we all going to be gone and the only thing that's going to be left behind is what we did. And so do something. Like, and don't be afraid to be led by something bigger than yourself. I feel like it. And again, it's new for me. Like, I haven't always been like this. I was not raised in the church. I don't know the Bible like that. And I'm just out here talking when I feel like talking. But you go outside, you can feel the sun touch you immediately. The sun don't need your permission. The sun is going to touch you. The sun is going to touch you. It's going to touch your, you can't hide from the sun no matter who you think you are. And so this thing is close enough to this planet and literally me that I can feel it touching me. As soon as I go outside, I feel it, and I feel it, its warmth. The light already got bright on me, and I can feel its warmth. How, like, okay, it's doing two things. Actually, it's doing a shit ton of things, but I can feel two things. It's giving me light, and it's giving me warmth immediately. Okay, cool, I can feel it touch me. You're close enough to where I can feel you touch me. But then at the same time, you're far enough away to where you're not destroying the face of this planet, which is like, bruh, if you move an inch closer, all life on Earth will be destroyed. Just an inch, according to some of these scientists, or something like that, like an inch, like a foot. If you was any closer, we could not live on the surface of the planet. If you were any further, we would all freeze to death. What is this? What is this? And it's so crazy to me. It's like, yo, bro, how can you not believe in the things that you can't see, bro? You can't see a majority of this. I hate to break it to you. How awesome do you think your vision is? Like, nah, bro, like, either your vision is extraordinary and you have the eyes of God, or you have a very small brain. So it's easy to think you know everything. Bruh, look at all this stuff that's happening out here. Like, this is crazy. You have a great day, my friend. Peace, Timothy. Have an extraordinary day. I hope this live served you in some way, shape, and form. Have an amazing day. I love seeing you up in here. Right up. Let me see. Chase Smile says, some things I am afraid to speak. Oh, wait. Okay, hold up. Wait, where was I? Yeah, Chase Smile says, some things I'm afraid to speak. What is this? All right, hold on. This thing makes me play like this game from time to time. I don't know why. It makes me do like this little puzzle piece thing. All right, boom. All right, it says, okay, some things I'm afraid to speak out about in fear that once it comes out of my mouth, the devil, will use it against me. Man, look, the devil ain't got that kind of power. We got to remember that. Devin says, my discernment lets me know if somebody is sent by God or Satan. Facts, and I love to hear it. We got to remember this, man. The devil don't got that kind of power. Whenever somebody's like, oh, the devil created this or the devil created that. Some people, like, I heard a Muslim woman one time tell me that if you go out of Quran, you know, for sure, you're not supposed to listen to music at all because they believe that the music was created by the devil. And I'm like, bro, where are you getting your facts from? The devil can't create anything, bro. If the devil could create something, the devil wouldn't even be bothered with us. If the devil could create stuff, bro, the devil would have just went on and created its own universe in its own world. Like, we wouldn't even need to have a conversation no more if you was a creator. But because you're not a creator, all you can do is manipulate what's already there. Just like any other real world hater. It's like a real world hater is not somebody who done went and made a business that's going to compete with yours. A real world hater is somebody that's either in your business trying to tear it apart or looking from the outside in trying to find a way to manipulate and move your pieces in a way that benefits them. Like, you're a manipulator, bro. You're not a creator. There's a difference between you and me. Me, I can make something like that. You got to use your little brain power and try to, like, you know, move and manipulate pieces to work in your favor and work to your advantage. And it's like, man, nah, like, get out of here with that crazy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's nah. But yeah, Devin, I can relate to that, man. I definitely see when, like, I know when the devil is, I know when I'm talking to somebody, man, and it's so weird. I can feel it when you're not speaking for yourself. Like I can feel it when it's like, yo, this person is just like, you're saying anything that's coming to your mind right now. You're not being vigilant of your thoughts. You're just spewing out this shit, and it's sad because you're not doing the work. The devil could use you like a puppet. The idle mind is the devil's playground. Valentina, yes. What's the question? Sound it off, Valentina. We love questions. If you're not vigilant of your own mind, the devil's gonna use you like a puppet. And a lot of times we don't know that. We just be like going with the flow. Oh, this is what I feel, so this is what I'm gonna say. Wait a minute, bro, but where is that what you finna say coming from? Like, are you taking an appraisal of your thoughts? Are you taking an appraisal of your intentions? Like what are you saying? I know some people, bro, they'll sit and they'll say any shit that comes to their mind, and they have no, like, they don't care. They're not gonna take any responsibility as to what their words create in the world. And that's like littering. It's like you just littering right now, bro. Like word vomit or whatever they call it. Like you just littering right now. You just walking around throwing shit at people and leaving the mess for them to clean it up. You just said some terrible shit to me, and now I gotta stay with this mess and clean this up because of you. Are you crazy? I should slap you. But I'm not gonna slap you because I know that you're just ignorant. You don't even know that you're being used by a force that wants to destroy the people around you. It's crazy. I'm telling you. Devin Thomas, yeah. Let me go, please. You know you are a good person. Thank you, Timothy. All right. The devil don't got that type of power. The devil don't got that type of power, bro. Like anytime somebody try to be like, oh man, the devil is doing this to me, I'll be like, nah, player. 1, you're probably doing it to yourself. 2, it might be a test from God. Or 3, you're allowing yourself to believe that the devil got that kind of power. The devil can't take your destiny away from you, bro. The devil can only make you take your destiny away from yourself. And this is what it is. Like this is what it is. I learned that from a DMX song called Damien, where he was talking to the devil. And it's a dope song. But like the reality is, bro, like the devil cannot take anything away from you. The devil can only convince you to take it away from yourself. Write that down if you want to, but it's facts. Like the devil can't take nothing from you. It can only convince you to take it from yourself. Let me see. Wait, what happened to that question from Valentina? Did Valentina ask a question? Well, nope, maybe. Valentina, question? I was waiting for that question. Well, I haven't heard it. Doom, 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 doom. Amen, amen, amen. I was real talk. The devil can't convince you to. Good morning, love the positive message. Hey, absolutely, we up in here. I don't think so, bro. The devil don't got no power like that. The devil have power like that. Why would he be messing with you like that? The devil can't take nothing from you. The devil can only convince you to take it from yourself. The devil couldn't force Eve to eat that apple. The devil had to convince Eve to eat the apple. Why? If the devil had all this power, how come you ain't just be like, oh, I'm gonna slice this apple up and put it in both of y'all mouth while y'all sleeping? Because the devil don't got that kind of power. You can't force his support. You don't have power in this world. The only power that you got is your voice. You know what I'm saying? I remember this movie, The Usual Suspects. Kevin Spacey said, do you know what the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was? And the guy was like, what? He said, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist. And when I took what he said, I'm like, yo, hold up, I gotta process this. The greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he did not exist. So I had to process this. I'm like, that shit is such a bar, but I gotta process this. Like, what benefits do you get if you convince the world that you don't exist? The benefit that the devil gets by convincing you that he doesn't exist is that you will actually think that all those negative intentions in your mind come from you. You'll actually think that all that animosity and all that reckless shit you say and do is you. So I can convince you to hurt yourself because you think that all those thoughts that's happening in your mind is you. You're gonna blame yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna look for the source of it. You're not gonna be like, this is the devil talking to me, let me mind my business. You're gonna be like, oh my God, why do I think these thoughts? What's wrong with me? It's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. If I could convince you that I don't exist, you'll never know where to find the enemy. I will whisper to you to the day that you die, and you're always gonna think that it's you. When you blame yourself for all the evil thoughts and evil everything, you lose your own power because you don't believe in yourself anymore. You start to look at yourself like the villain. Like, yo, how can I think this thought? How can I say this? How can I this? You start downing yourself. And you start believing that you're unworthy of the better things because you likening yourself to the enemy. You're likening and you're aligning yourself with that thought because you believe that is your thought. Everything that happens in your brain is not yours. Even regular science tells you that. It tells you that the mind is a broadcaster and a receiver of light, energy, and phonon sound, which I don't know what phonon sound is, but It's a broadcasting station and a receiver, a frequency. Let me see, Devin Thomas. This give me chills for reasons I can't even get into right now. Woof, I'm telling you, this is facts. And this is just my belief system. Again, like, I'm just pointing out some of these things that I've noticed in the world where it's like, yo, bro, the devil don't got that kind of power. People like to sit and be like, oh, the devil's doing this to me. The devil don't got that kind of power play. If you ever look at anything the devil actually did, you're not going to find the devil's fingerprints on anything. You're going to find Tom's fingerprints on it. And you're going to find Eve's fingerprints on it. And you're going to find Delilah's fingerprints on it. And you're going to find, what's his nigga's name who betrayed you? Judas. You're going to find his fingerprints. Like, you're not going to find the devil's fingerprints on anything. So how can you blame the devil for anything? Nah, bro, I can only blame this person right here who don't understand that it's a war going on and you just fell for the shit. I got to get away from you, bro. You a hater. And before I got to unleash Devin on you and rain down this hellfire, I'm going to just separate myself because you're not being vigilant of your mind. The idle mind is the devil's playground. Anybody who's not learning and building up their mind is susceptible to attacks. You susceptible to like getting your ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Long story short, it's the last thing I said to someone before their life was stolen. Damn. That's deep, P. That's super deep. We're going to have to unpack that one day. Sheesh. Sheesh Louise. Sorry. It's real talk. Let me see. Damn, P. That's deep. All right, let me see. Great movie. The Usual Suspects, fire. Katana says that's why his character was so damn dope, because he was the devil in that sense. Real talk. Exactly, he was. Oh, that movie's so fire. The Usual Suspects. You ain't see it, gonna watch it. He said, you know the greatest trick the devil ever pulled, Agent Kuyan? He said, what? Convincing the world he didn't exist. And I was like, yo, that's such a bar, but I had to analyze that. Like, yo, what benefit do you get by making the world think that you don't exist? Like, don't you want credit? Ain't you out here for that? Ain't you out here like, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy? Like, nah, partner. Nah, because I understand that my plan works a lot better when you think that you're the one that's doing it. Since I went inside the Garden of Eden, I was the one who had to walk to Eve and talk to Eve and convince her, y'all all saw me. So because you saw me, if you can see me, you can fight me. Damn, put that on a t-shirt. Mila, morning everyone. King, blue look good on you. Thank you, Mila. Appreciate it. Hey, Royal Blue. Appreciate you. I had to go inside the Garden of Eden, and I had to convince Eve to do this thing. But what happened after that? After he convinced Eve, the devil got punished. God took his arms away, legs away, your brain away, your ability to speak away, and now you got to crawl on your belly forever. And that's your punishment now. That's why you just slide on the ground all day, eat dirt all day. You're like the lowest of the animals now because you're a snake. But it's like, yo, the devil learned from that play, was like, yo, because I had to like step out and actually go and do it myself, the world was able to see me. And if you can see me, you can fight me. But if you can't see me, then you can't fight me. And that's just what it is, bro. Like, think about anything in your life. If you can't see the problem, you can't fight the problem, bro. That's what all these insecurities, that's what all therapy is about. It's helping you see the problem so you can fight the problem. But you can't fight what you can't see. That's just a fact. Like, bro, let me put you in a dark room. Let me blindfold you, put you in a dark room and say, yo, fight your best fight right now. Now I'm gonna have Mike Tyson in that room ready to 3-piece your ass, and you're just gonna be blindfolded in a dark room already. You can't fight what you can't see. And so it's like, yo, this is crazy. So when homie said that in the movie, he was like, yo, what's the greatest trick the devil ever pulled? Convincing the world he didn't exist. Okay, bet. So if I'm a dummy and I'm walking through life and I'm like, oh yeah, the devil don't exist, it's not real. I'm gonna think that every malicious activity, every dark thought that I have, and every like terrible impulse that I have in my mind all comes from me. This is all from me. So what am I gonna do to myself? What does that do to my like self-esteem? That brings me to the ground, bro. That shoots me straight to the bottom. Because whether you are a good person or a bad person, you're going to have some bad thoughts today. They're going to be bad. They're not going to be good. You're going to have some heinous thoughts. You're going to have some bad things happen to you. Lady J, thank you for that. And if you blame yourself for it, my plan works even better. But if you blame me for it, then you start fortifying yourself. And I can't have that. I can't have you throw your guard up. So I can't let you know it's me. It's no different than a hater, bro. If I sit up here and I tell you, hey, bro, I don't like you and I really want your plan to not work, you're going to be like, oh, for sure. Get your ass out of my house. End of the story. But if I don't tell you that, if I make you think, oh, no such notion even exists, you're not gonna know where to fight. You're not gonna know what to fight. You're just gonna have me sitting there in my mind thinking like, I ain't gonna let you get ahead of me. No, as soon as you tell me about that play, I'm gonna tell you how to undo that play. As soon as you tell me about something you about to start, I'm gonna tell you how to stop it. Or I'm gonna do my best to stop it. Like I can't put you on game. Cause I put you on game, you're gonna stop me. If you don't know what's happening, then my play works. That's how pimps move. That's how every enemy moves. Like you gotta understand this. And so, yeah, that's a bar. What is the greatest trick the devil ever pulled? To convince you don't exist. You can't fight what you can't see, player. So if you can't see me, you're going to think all that shit come from you. And then your self-esteem going to hit the ground. And then what happens to a person whose self-esteem hits the ground? You think a person whose self-esteem is at the ground is making good choices? Nah. Let's be honest with ourselves in here for a second. A person whose self-esteem is at the ground is probably making the worst choices, eating the worst shit, hanging with the worst people, thinking the worst thoughts, saying the worst words, not doing nothing properly, not exercise. You could tell when you're talking to somebody who's like, yo, your self-esteem is at the ground. Why? Because of the way you present yourself in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, your body's all over the place, your mind is all over the place, your hair, your makeup ain't done, your car's beat to shit, like your crib, you ain't even make your bed this morning, did you? Yeah, what the yo, your life is in shambles. So you're on the brink of like insanity. And the devil's working on you, bro, because you ain't working on yourself. If you're not working on you, I'm gonna go to work on you, just like anybody else. Any pimp in the street that see a girl that's out here, like the girl don't know her own value, I'm gonna go to work on you. I'm sorry. I have to. It's my nature at this point. When I see an easy lick, I have to come and get it. Just like anything else, I have to. It's in my nature, you know? So don't be mad at me when I use and abuse you, you know? And it's just like the devil. Don't come but to steal, kill, and destroy. I'm a disease. I came out here so I could get inside your body and help you commit suicide. I'm a kamikaze bomber. I'm in here trying to destroy you, bro. But I can't tell you that. If I tell you that and if I'm blunt with it, you're gonna put your guard up. I can't have that. So I got to make you think I don't exist. And I still got to whisper to you. And I got to whisper subtly to you so you think it's your own thoughts. If you don't know what your thought sounds like, and if you don't know what God thought sound like, you don't know what the devil thought sound like, and you don't know what your gut is like, you don't know what, like, if you don't know what these different conversations or these different narratives are happening in your head, you're going to be susceptible to the worst ones. You're not going to be somebody that has like, yo, I fortified myself. You got books. Books are very helpful. Books help you fortify your mind because other people are talking about the same thing. Yo, I had this voice in my head telling me this. Even in The War of Art, the book that I tell y'all all to go to read, he talks about it. He's like, yo, resistance almost beat me. In writing this book, resistance told me, I'm a fiction writer. What business do I have writing a nonfiction book? I have no business putting myself forward as a purveyor of knowledge and wisdom. I'm an entertainer. I should just take this concept, write it and develop it into a story about a warrior or an artist that goes throughout his struggles, and I'm gonna make it a fictional story, and that's my narrative, that's my lane. So the devil in resistance told him to stay in his lane pretty much, like, but he had to check himself, like, you know what? Nah, I can't do that. I don't give a shit if people look at me like I'm crazy. I don't care if they don't understand what I'm talking about. I don't care if they all unfollow me or dislike me. I'm gonna write this book the way the book was brought to me to write it. As a purveyor of knowledge, as a nonfiction book, as something that's good for your life. So he's even in the book talking about fighting the enemy, talking about how I'm fighting the enemy right now to even give you this damn book. You feel me? So I was like, yo, bro. But if I can convince you that those are your thoughts, you can't beat yourself. You can't beat yourself because you're gonna be fighting yourself at all ends of the spectrum. If I convince you that you're your own enemy, you're gonna fight yourself nonstop. Even your good thoughts, you're gonna fight yourself. It's like an autoimmune disease. Like an autoimmune disease is like a disease in the body that's convincing the body that the good parts of the body are the bad parts of the body. And so your immune system is attacking some of the good parts of your body, destroying your cells. And so it's like, oh, this is crazy. But that's what happens to your mind. If I'm the devil and I convince you that you're your own enemy, you immediately become a person that has like spiritual AIDS, right? Spiritual HIV. And I want to be as like politically correct, and I want to be as like, you know, as polite as I could be with this subject, because the subject of AIDS and dying and cancer, that could be really like harsh for some people. If you had anybody from your family who like passed away from it, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like ingenuine, like not genuine about it. I had somebody I love die from AIDS, and that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was 8 years old, and it's traumatic to me. So I want to make sure I'm being like polite about it. But if I'm the devil and I could convince you that you're your own enemy, you end up having like this spiritual AIDS. You're going to start fighting yourself to the point where you think the good thoughts that come into your mind are the enemy. The good things are the bad things to you now. Now your whole system is flipped and fried upside down. You're the same way as a AIDS in your body makes your body think that the good things in the body are the bad things. So your immune system starts fighting the good things, and now your cells are breaking down at a fast rate. It's the same thing with your thoughts now. Like, and your thoughts govern your body, your thoughts govern your action, your thoughts govern the way you show up in the world. So now, since I convince you that you're the enemy, you're so in this space of fighting yourself. You're so in this space of like, I can't trust me. I can't rely on me. I don't know. I can't trust my own brain. That's why people end up on medication. They end up on this pill and that pill and this pill and this therapist and that therapist and this institution and that institution and this drug and that drug, because people don't trust themselves. I don't trust my own mind anymore. Pink has a song called Don't Let Me Get Me. You should go listen to it. But it's like, I don't trust my own mind anymore. I don't trust me. I don't trust me with my own safety. I don't trust me with my own like thought. I don't trust me. 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 And so it's essentially like, okay, so now your immune system is fighting those good parts of your brain because you don't trust yourself anymore. You don't know who the enemy is, so you fighting yourself, and you don't like yourself, and you don't trust yourself. That's you now. Now you don't turn yourself into the enemy. The enemy convinced you that you're the enemy, so there's no way that you could ever want yourself to win. You become your own hater. You become your own disease. You become your own enemy, and you'll never get ahead because there's no way that you can move forward like that. You're going to constantly go in this circle, in this spiral of lack of progress, lack of motivation, and lack of everything that you think that you want because you don't even know you're going forward. You're up one step and back two steps. So where are you going to end up at the end of the day? Down the staircase. Like, you're not going to end up forward that way until you check yourself, until you stop and you start like meditating, hang with yourself, figure this out. Man, I did not want to meditate. I thought meditation was dumb. It sounded stupid. I'm like, bro, I'm a hustler. I'm trying to get activated. Like, I'm not trying to slow down, and I want to speed things up. I want my life to get faster, bigger, better, bolder, bigger, better, faster, stronger. Like, I want my shit to move up. I'm not trying to like slow down and think about unnecessary things. The past is the past. It's over. And it wasn't until like I ended up in these bad situations that, it's like, I got to go sit down. Something bad is happening to me. And if I keep hearing this thing. One person said meditate. I was like, I don't care. Well, another person said it. I don't care. Another person said it. I was like, okay, I heard this enough times this week to where I'm hearing this word meditate, 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 meditate. Fine, whatever. I'll do this dumbass activity of sitting down and doing nothing. Nothing. But, bro, I did it. The very first time I meditated, I said, I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow at 5 a.m. and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do nothing and I'm going to focus on my breathing and I'm going to empty my head and it's going to be a colossal waste of time, but I'm going to go and do it because I kept hearing it and whatever. I'm going to just go and do it. Man, I went to the beach, bro, 5 a.m. I sat down at the beach. I closed my eyes and I put my hands together. I'm like, this is going to be nothing. And I sat down like, what is this? And I promise you, bro, and it makes like water come to my eyes and it gives me chills every time I think about it. I promise you. I heard the voice of God for the first clear time ever in my life. I heard this voice come from this side of my head and it was booming. And it was like, I sat down, I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna sit here and do this thing. And this voice said, look at what I had to put you through for you to finally come and sit with me. Oh, that shit could make me cry, bro. Cause I was in a bad spot. Like I was in a bad spot. And I keep like, I don't really talk about the super specifics, but it was tough. It was very, very hard. This was after my mother passed away, after going through with my girl, just bad stuff. Bad on top of bad on top of bad. Like, I'm getting beat up. Nothing is working. So I'm like, man, I just feel terrible. I feel like I got a pit in my gut right now. Like, this is the worst thing ever. When you ever feel like you at the end of your rope, like, this got to be the end of the rope. I needed this today. Straight up, Chasing Smiles. Whenever you feel like you at the end, I feel like I'm at the end of the door. There can't be no more for me after this. This got to be the end of my story, bro, because I guess I've done too much to move forward. This got to be the end of my story, bro, because ain't no way. And I remember going to the beach and I sat down and I remember hearing this voice straight up tell me, look at what I had to put you through for you to finally come and sit with me. And I was like, damn, what is this now? And I'm like, hold up. And I started having this conversation. I'm like, hold up. Nah. And it's so weird, bro. It's just the weirdest thing in the world. I can't explain it. I can't explain it, and I can't even tell you about it. And there's no way I could put it in a box. This ain't television. I can't like put it together and package it and hand it to you and be like, yo, check it out. It's like, you'll never get it until you get it. Like, even with some of the things I say on the live, you'll never get it until you get it. You'll never see it until you see it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Once you see it and once you hear it, you can't unhear it and you can't unsee it. That's the end. That's completely the end. So I sat there, man. I straight up heard God tell me, look at what I had to put you through for you to come and sit with me. And I was like, what you mean come and sit with you? Like, I pray all the time. Like, I be praying. I've been praying since I was a kid. Like, you know, yeah, I don't go to church and I have not read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fishy stuff. And man, it wasn't nothing like that. It was like, yo, this is coming and sitting with me. You're going to take some time out your day. You're going to sit and we're going to talk. And I heard somebody say one time, prayer is you talking to God. And meditation is you listening back now. Is you listening for his response. And so I was like, all right, cool. So it's like two sides of the same coin. Like, I be praying, I'm just launching words at you and being like, yeah, make my day better. Make my day better. And then going through the day, still doing whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bro, it's levels to this shit. And it's so crazy. When I sat there, I heard the voice of God straight up tell me, look at what I had to put you through for you to finally come and sit with me. And it was so devastating. It was so humbling. It's like a big booming voice and it shook me to my core. I had chills on my arms. I'm like, what is this? I'm ready to clock out, like whatever this is. I'm ready to leave. Like if I'm losing my mind or slipping out of the matrix, I'm ready to, like, whatever this is, I'm ready for game over, bro. Because this is what the hell is this? And yeah, bro, it just I haven't been the same since that day, and it was crazy. And yeah, ever since then I sit down and I meditate and I talk to God because God is real. God is Man, God didn't like maneuver my steps so many different ways. I'm like, for sure. And again, I don't know what people talk about when they're in church talking about God. I feel like Myron Golden calls it like churchianity. He said, don't get caught up in churchianity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think it's Christianity. Nah, don't get caught up in churchianity. People in here doing rituals and doing certain stuff for certain reasons. Like, I don't understand it. And whatever. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about, I sit and I talk to whoever created me, bro. Because as somebody who's a creator and I write songs, bro, I can't look at my hand and think that this was an accident. This shit just doesn't look like an accident. The fact that I got a skeletal structure underneath this, and then I have tissue, and then I have blood literally pumping from my brain all the way down over here, and it's sending like, even outside of the blood, there's a signal a mental signal that's being sent from here to here. It's like, nah, this shit is too awesome to be an accident. I'm not lost on that concept. Like, for me to sit and act like this shit is an accident is like for me to like, I feel like I would sound like a dumbass. Like, oh yeah, we just evolved to this. We evolved to this. Are you dumb? Like, I feel like evolution would look like slugs. We would just be like jelly creatures walking around. That might be some evolution. I get it. Amoeba. An amoeba grew. You're a big ass amoeba, for sure. But explain to me your skeletal structure. And explain to me your nervous system. And explain to me the blood flow. Explain to me that you're a warm-blooded creature on a warm planet. Explain this shit to me. Explain it to me in such detail. And explain to me how human beings are perfect for procreation. You don't need no help. A man and a woman get together, we can populate the planet. Explain this to me. Explain it. If you can't explain it, then dog, start believing in the things you can't see, because there's more things out here that you can't see. Either you got the widest vision in the world, or you got to give it up to something higher than you, bro. Like, and it's like narcissistic people and ego-driven people, they can't. Some of the people can't even give it up to God. Some dumbass people really think they created themselves. I'm self-made. Nigga, if you don't get your goofy ass out of here, what are you talking about? Self-made with air that you didn't make? Hold up. Self-made with skin that you didn't make. Self-made with a brain that you have no idea how it even works, much less make it. What are you talking about? Hey, look, man, I'm popping. I'm very much so popping. I'm an awesome and incredible individual, but I still give credit to where it's due. I didn't make myself. I'm not lost on that concept. I had a mom, I had a daddy, I had like, there's levels to this shit. I didn't get here by myself, and I'm still not here by myself. I still need other people. These lives would be whack if it was just me in here talking to myself. It's awesome people in here that come up here chasing smiles. E.T., Killy, Devin, like Natalie, dope people that make this live work. That I'll come up in here for me. I can have this conversation by myself. I'll be looking upstairs in the mirror and I'll be like, ain't say for me. I don't know. But this is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, still not self-made. You never gonna be self-made, bruh. You a piece of a whole. You a finger on a hand. You're a part of a much bigger piece. Like, don't get lost on that concept, bro. Because if you do, you're gonna start walking around the world with this disassociation of who you really are in comparison to other people. When the Bible says, "As you do for others is how you do for yourself," it's facts. You're too small to see it, but we're all part of one thing. Like, you don't want to hear that because I guess America has convinced you that being independent is perfect and the only route. Nah, bro. Look, you're not independent. You are dependent. Even in America, talking about its independence, you can't be independent without land. Like, you're relying on the land underneath you to even claim your independence. You know what I'm saying? So, like, everybody needs something. Everything needs something. Everything needs somebody else. We're all just different pieces to the puzzle. The question is, what piece are you going to play? What part are you going to play in this puzzle? Like, are you going to be somebody who's getting activated and actually saying, okay, I'm aware of the fact that I'm one part of a much bigger story. I'm going to play my part. Or are you going to be like, my feelings are so hurt based on the way that I was raised, based on the things that I saw. I don't want to be a part of this story anymore. I choose not to play. Okay, cool. Go and get your sad ass over there on the bench with all the other sad ass people and watch us play. Like, I'm going to play this thing until this shit can't be played no more. I'm going to break this shit like PlayStation controllers because I was put here for that. All of us were. We wasn't put here to like sideline your own dreams and sideline your own destiny. Tahita, thank you for the gifts. Thank you, Tahita. I appreciate you. Straight up. Thank you for being on the live, and thank you for the gifts. Straight up. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live, and let's keep getting it popping up here. And I apologize I haven't got to all the comments. Sometimes when I end up in this little pocket dimension in my mind that's just full of nutrients, I'm like, oh, let me excavate this vein for all that it's worth before I start like jumping off. Because if I read a comment, I'm gonna jump to something completely different, and I don't want to lose my train of thought. But it's real. Like, it's real, man. Everybody's sitting there talking about they self-made. You self-made with air that you didn't make. You self-made with money in your pocket that you didn't print. You self-made with a car that you didn't like craft yourself. you're like you're the definition of an idiot for real if you think about it. Because if you keep walking around with that narrative, you're gonna act like you're gonna have a disassociation with yourself and the people around you. You're not gonna be playing your part. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Again, if you're gonna sit there with that kind of mindset of you don't know what happened to me, you don't know what about my life. This happened when I was younger. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. Okay, but you have enough brain power to say that shit to me. So how terrible are you for real? Well, you know, my feelings is hurt. Cool. Go sit over there with the rest of them sad ass people and watch the rest of us play life. Some of us who ain't harboring that shit. Some of us who done turned them lemons to lemonade. Don't sit over there with your haterade and try to, you know, get any of this lemonade that we got. You sit over there with your sad ass, sit and say, I'm not going to play. Cool. I don't want you to play. We don't want to play with people like you anyway. Watch the rest of us play this game. Watch the rest of us take control of this shit. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, we getting our ass kicked. Yeah, you're not going to get out of this alive, bro. Like, don't take life so seriously. You're not going to make it out alive. I heard somebody say that. I heard somebody else say, like, the aim of life is not to tiptoe safely to death. Some of you people are living as if the goal or the objective of life is to tiptoe safely to death. As long as I can safely get to my deathbed, I will think that I have lived life properly. It's like, no, play, I'm sorry. The goal of life is to get some scar tissue on you. This body, like, don't get a cut on your arm or a cut on your face or surgery and think that your body isn't beautiful still. Sometimes we get body dysmorphia because of, I didn't have this scar before. I didn't have this stretch mark before. I didn't have this thing before. And it's like, yeah, but so what? At the end of this body is supposed to be bruised by the end. It's supposed to be bruised, used, scarred up, and appreciated, and then discarded. That's your thing. You're more than just a body. Don't be worried about the scars that incur. You got to go into this life getting scars. Man, I learned that in that fist fight that I had at my cousin's wedding. Because I got this damn scar on my eyebrow that was not there before I went to this damn wedding. My eyebrow was split open. It was split open. And I called my sister the next day. I was like, yo, she was like this. I'm like, yo, is this going to close? She was like, nah, you got to go get surgery. You got to go get stitches. Because if not, it's gonna heal weird. And I was like, damn. So I went there the next day and they stitched me up. But I was like, damn, I'm so mad. Now I got a new scar out of nowhere. I'm so upset. And then it dawned on me, bruh, you're supposed to be out here getting scars. You're supposed to be out here collecting scars, collecting scar tissue, putting down that sweat equity in what you want. Mila, appreciate you for the roses. Thank you. You're supposed to get scars, bruh. Like, it's like me being a basketball player or football player saying, yo, I just want to get to the end of the season with a clean jersey. Bruh. If you are a football player and you get to the end of the season with a clean jersey, that means you didn't play. That means you never played. You never got off the bench if you have a clean jersey. What are you talking about? You want to do what? I want to get there safely. Get where safely? What are you talking about? That means you didn't play. There's not many other ways I can just say you didn't play. Like, you just did not play. You weren't a participant in this. You know what I'm saying? You may not go to church or read the Bible. The Spirit's definitely in you. Hey, for sure. Thank you, Chasing Smiles. Like, a lot of times we just get caught up in that. You trying to find a way to safely get to some destination. Bro, there is no safety net for you over there. I'm sorry. You got to get this. You got to get that scar tissue, man. Am I pissed off that there's a new scar on my face? For sure. Am I less inclined to get scarred? No. I don't care how crazy this thing get. I don't care how mangled this shit get. I'm going to use it and abuse it until the end. Why? Because I can't take it with me on the next phase of this journey. You can't take this body with you to the next phase, bro. Like, it's going to stay here. So if it's going to stay here, don't be so pressed about it. You know what I'm saying? So what? I'm going to collect some scars while I'm out here, bro. I'm going to break this shit like PlayStation controls. I told you. We're co-creators in a sense. We create results based on our free will. Facts, Katana. Very true. But if we don't stop and take like if we don't see that, then we always gonna be at effect. We're not gonna be popping. We're not gonna like really know what it is, you know. So it just is what it is. OMG. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, man. Like, I don't have all the answers. I can only just speak on what it is. Natalie says, I know I'm protected. I believe you are, Nat. I think I'm protected too. But yeah, I love that. I know I'm protected. That's right. Don't even let nobody play you about that shit. If you know you're protected, then claim it, own it, and operate like that. You good. Life is good. You're going to move through this life and you're going to get exactly what you want. And nobody's ever going to be able to break your peace or break your harmony. But I think sometimes we walk through life trying not to get hurt. And it's like, bro, if you walk through life trying not to get hurt, first off, you're more aware of the hurt that you're attempting to avoid. So you're actually manifesting more hurt than anything. Because, you going into a new relationship. I just don't want to get hurt. I'm more inclined to hurt you now because it seems like that's what's the primary thought. It's like, nah, we can't, don't tiptoe through life, business, relationships, friends, trying not to get hurt. Get hurt and get tougher. Get hurt, get activated. I got this written on my wall over there. It says, love fear, love pain, love rejection, love fearlessness. No, love fear, love pain, love rejection, love progress, love results, be the best. And I think that's one of the most valuable things I got written on my wall. Love fear. I gotta love this shit. Love being afraid. Love it. It's counterintuitive. What did that tell me? That means that it's right. A plant by nature is counterintuitive. It grows against gravity. What does that mean? That means that it's right. It's crazy, but that's what it does. A bee flying doesn't make sense to scientists. Like, how in the world does this happen? Doesn't have to make sense. It's defying the laws of physics, but it's right. I gotta love fear. Fear, I gotta love it. I gotta love when I'm so scared of doing this thing. Love fear. Love pain. I gotta love pain. In order for me to build any muscle at the gym, I gotta experience pain. My legs right now are on fire, bro. I went for a run on Saturday, I think it was, Saturday night. And when I was done with that run, I went for this run. And then after the run, I decided to do like 100 squat jumps. And I was like, man, my shit is on fire right now. This shit is crazy. Because the run was pretty decent. And then I decided to do these like 4 sets of 25 squat jumps. And I'm like, man, the thighs is on fire right now. I feel like Squidward in that SpongeBob episode. I'm thick right now. thick. But yeah, that's out of pocket. That's completely out of pocket. My bad. Kelly says, it's in suffering where you see God do something amazing and feel him so close. That's very true. That's super true, Kelly. But it's like pain. You gotta love pain too. So like my legs are in pain right now, but I know they're in pain because I worked them out. Like they're good. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Shamar Moore Jr. in your bag today, baby. A word. You just took us through it. Hey, facts. Shamar Moore Jr. Okay. That's my thing now, P. Huh? I'm Shamar Moore Jr. All right. I'll take it. I'll accept it. But yeah, man, you gotta love pain, man. And again, it feels counterintuitive. Because why would a person, Mina says, if you try not to get hurt, you'll be stagnant and alone. Facts. Like, let's check ourselves. Like, ask yourselves today, are you walking through life trying to avoid pain? Ouch. Straight up. Like, are you doing that? I did that in 2021. In 2021, after my mother passed away, I was in a dark place. I don't even know how to call it a dark place. It was just, I felt really bad. I just felt bad in my gut. I felt like it was my fault that she passed away. Because everybody was looking to me for what to do. And I'm not even the oldest child. Like, my father's alive. My oldest sister's alive. I'm expecting people to like, yo, what we doing? And everyone was looking at me like, yo, what we gonna do? Why are you asking me? I mean, yeah, I got me a plan for sure. Let's do this and this. But even then, like, oh my God, it hurt me so bad. And what I found was after that experience with my mother passing away, I think I harbored so much guilt and I felt so bad. I didn't know this at the time, but later on I looked back and I was like, oh, the reason why my 2021, man, I blew a lot of money in 2020. I made a lot of money and I blew a shit ton of money. And it was like, yo, I unnecessarily spent a lot. I just spent like nobody's business. And what I found, as soon as the money got low, thank God for money getting low and reality checks, was like, yo, whoa, first off, I have a problem. Secondly, what the hell is happening? Where's all my money? And then I had to tell myself, like, okay, wait, what happened? I was pleasure spending. I was spending money to avoid pain. I was eating out like ridiculously. I was eating out. I was traveling carelessly. I was doing everything I can to fill this void from my mother passing away. You know, and me trying to avoid pain. I was doing everything to like, and I also wasn't hustling at the time. I wasn't working hard. So I was just with the money I had, I was just paying all my bills and I was just living like just carefree. I wasn't working. I wasn't structured. I wasn't doing. I was just paying money out, whatever. I got money to like, I essentially had money to hide. You know what I'm saying? I had hiding money. And I was like, yeah, I have enough money to where I can hide. I don't got to go to work for nobody. I don't got to do this. I don't got to do that. I'm good. And it wasn't until like towards the end of that year, I realized how much money I had actually fucking spent. And I'm like, yo, whoa, now I got to get back out here and get activated. And that was one of the best things that happened to me because it forced me to come back out of my shell. And it forced me to be real with myself. Like, bro, what happened to you this year? Why were you so dead? Why was it so unproductive for you? My mother passed away. That's why it was damaging. And my mother wasn't no like random whoever down the street. My mother was an awesome individual. Even if she wasn't my mom, I'd be like, this is a cool ass lady. She was good, just a good person. And I don't feel like she deserved to go out like that. And I didn't like that. And I felt really bad about it. I still didn't curse my maker though. And some people did. Some people got it in their heart where it's like, God is over for you. And me, even in the thick of it, while my mother was passing away in the other room, I ain't turned away from God. Because I'm like, I'm not going to turn away from you just because things are happening that's inconvenient for me. My mother passing away is life changing. But in the grand scheme of things, it's just an inconvenience that I would look back at this and be like, it don't make no sense to cuss God out because you're doing something that I don't like at this moment. I don't like this. I really wish this didn't happen. But I'm not going to throw you away because I'm just not going to do that. You feel me? If you my creator, then you got something going on. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Bro, every topic has spoken to me. Literally, clarity I prayed for. It's almost scary. Hey, man, P, we in here. I appreciate you for being here, P. Straight up. And so, like, when you got that hiding money, bro, you're in a very bad spot. And I didn't know that until the end came around. I blew all that money. And I was like, damn, where my money went? And I was like, yo, you were hiding this whole year. You know what I'm saying? My dad passing away just made me feel like Job in the Bible. Your dad just passed away, Devin? I'm sorry to hear that. Or my dad passing away just made me feel like Job. Okay, cool. Maybe I thought the just might have meant like recent, but I think just meant just. Made me feel like Job in the Bible. That's a fact. Damn, that's deep. You took that the right way then. You really took that the right way. Because if you felt like Job in the Bible, then you knew there was a bigger plan at the end. And I feel like a lot of people don't got that fortitude to be like, oh, I see the end of the rainbow from the storm that I'm in right now. But like, yeah, it could be bad. It could get bad. Like, it could really get bad. I had hiding money and I was hiding. And it wasn't until the end of the year where I had to ask myself, what's happening to me? Like, why's my life in the gutter? And I realized, yo, your life is in the gutter because you're avoiding pain. You're avoiding pain. And I knew it. I was like, man, I don't feel like, dog, my mother passing away was so hurtful to me, bro. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Never cuss my father because I know that's what Satan wants. You a real one, Devin. You a real one for sure. Yeah, you a real one. Because some people don't take that approach. But like, I realized after I lost my mother, I was avoiding pain. And it was like, I had to check myself like, damn. Because I thought to myself like, yo, I don't know if I could take another blow. I don't know if I could take another blow like this, bro. I feel bad. And I'm waking up feeling bad. I'm going to sleep feeling bad. This ain't right, bro. This ain't regular. And so I was like, man, I'm avoiding pain and I know it because I just don't feel it. I feel like I took a haymaker to the stomach and I don't feel like I could take another blow. I feel like I cannot take another hit. I don't know what it is. So I was trying to hide. I was trying to avoid it. And I had the money to do it. So I was successfully hiding for months and months and months. Just whatever. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't care what it is. Bills, whatever. People, whatever. Oh, you're going to do a show? You going to do this, set up your own show, some studio sessions. Like, I'm just going to pay to avoid it. Just stay over there because I can't get this shit together right now. I don't feel it. And what I found was that, man, that's going to lead you to the worst. Everything you ever wanted in your life is going to leave you if you live a life trying to avoid pain. Everything you ever wanted, because in order for you to keep anything, got to be pain. I got muscle in my body today because I constantly put my body in pain. Constantly. I got strength in my heart and in my spirit because I constantly put myself in fearful, scary, messed up situations and predicaments. I constantly put myself out there. I could be taking a full-blown L right now in this live. I don't know, and I don't care. Because anybody's going to sit there and try to play me is like, you already looking in the wrong direction. I can't let you direct me, bro. Get out my face. You're a hater. Go sit on the bench like we told you with the rest of them sad-ass people and let's get back to work. Like, we can't walk through life avoiding pain. Trust me, like, you're really, really, really not going to like it. And it's just going to take you down. And you feel it already. You can feel it in your bones when you're avoiding pain. You know it. You're avoiding that conversation. You're avoiding that phone call. You're avoiding that going to that place. You're avoiding, like, showing up a certain kind of way. You trying to make yourself look perfect before you pull up. Nah, you're just avoiding pain. You're avoiding it at all costs, and you don't even know what the cost is. I'll say that again. You're avoiding pain at all costs, and you don't even know what the cost is. Bruh, it could be the end for you. You don't even know it because you're hiding from anything that you don't like. And that's not the life. That's not what you was created to do. You know what I'm saying? That's not what you was created for. You was created to play this game to the fullest. That's why you came here. You came here with a plan. You forget the plan when you walk into the game. And so part of your job is to remember what the plan was. I feel like I trust God a lot too, because I also feel like the kind of God that I love and I appreciate, I'm a co-creator here. So that also tells me I'm a co-creator in the other world too, if we're made in God's image. I think that I created my life with God. You feel me? I think God said, okay, what you want to do? All right, this is what I'm thinking. And I put out a schematic and God was like, bet, okay, so this is what I'm thinking. And then we just merged those plans together. And when our things came together, we're like, okay, bet, this is a solid plan. Okay, cool. We're going to develop a body for you, develop a life, and then we're going to send that soul into earth. And then when you get into earth, time check. Hey, thank you, E.T. Yep, I'm way past the time. Way past my time. But man, when we in the vibe, yeah, you're right. I definitely got to roll. I feel like I came into this world with a plan that me and God put together. So that's why it's so easy for me to trust God, because I feel like God is really my accountability partner in this. You feel me? Like, yo, when I tell you, listen to me, I'm really telling you to listen to yourself. I mean, I could go into the, like, you're made in my image thing. I could also go to, like, we are one and the same. I could do all the different ways to explain to you that what you do for another, you do for yourself. Like, I'm trying to, you're doing it for you. I'm just your accountability partner. God is your account. Imagine you and God created a plan for your life in the other world. You came here, forgot it, knowing that, okay, half the journey is going to be figuring out what the plan was again, like an Easter egg hunt. Oh, let me find the reason why I came here, and then let me do the reason why I came here. For sure, that's your life. That's life in its fullest. And you get here, and you start fumbling around, and you know, you trying to figure it out. You in the world for real, and then you know you don't know nothing really, and you just kind of either end up not figuring it out, and then you pass away, and then you realize, oh, I didn't figure it out when I went to Earth, did I? Nah, you ain't really figure it out. Oh, okay, cool, damn, sorry, crazy. But like, as I listen to God, I feel like I'm also listening to myself. It's like, yo, this is a higher version of me talking to me, just trying to keep me on track. So anytime God keep me away from stealing or robbing or killing or drug dealing or scamming or anything like that, it's always, I feel like this is a plan that I was also a creator in. I had a part to play in it, in the inception of it. And now I'm just in here. I'm the video game character. Like, we set the story, we created the game, and then I came into the game to play the game. And so while I'm in here, I'm not going to take this shit so seriously, bro. Like, who cares? If it's the end of the world, you might as well die with a smile. Who cares? If your life is chaotic right now and calamities all over, dog, who cares? Because it all is a game at the end of the day. It just depends on how you want to play it. We told you, them sad-ass people who don't want to play are going to sit over there and they're going to watch you play. Those sad people are observers, watchers, viewers, whatever you want to call them, haters. They're just going to sit over there and watch other people play because they're too scared to get up and pick up their position. So we're going to be in the game. We're going to get the scars, the scratches, the bumps, the bruises. However, we also get the glory of knowing, yo, I came into this place, I came into this creation as a creation, and I figured it out. I know exactly what I came here for. I'm not lost in the sauce. I'm not lost in the topic. I'm listening to the coach give me the directions, and I'm just moving on it. And I was also a part of that too. So I'm not like, I feel like maybe, I don't know. But I just feel like that's a good way for me to listen to it. Like, some people have a hard time surrendering to something that's outside of themselves, even though it's not outside of you. But like, you got a hard time surrendering to something outside of yourself. But the way that I found a way to reconcile it, like, okay, it'll be a lot easier if you listen to God if you realize, like, it was your plan too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just God's plan for your life. You had a hand in that. You feel me? You were there. Y'all did it together. And then God's like, bet, okay, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready for sure. Coming to the earth and you don't remember jack shit. And now you're like, whoa. And then I end up just becoming a farmer or something. And God like, yeah, you make some good fruit, but you was meant to talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? What did Jesus say to them people? Like, yeah, you're a fisherman, but if you follow me, you're going to stop being a fisherman and you're going to become a fisher of men. And I'm like, yo, come on now. Speaking of haters, I'm definitely protected my hater, not on the same project no more. Oh, that's crazy. That's what's up. There you go, Nat. Speaking of haters, I'm definitely protected. My hater is not on the same project no more. That's fire. You see that? Now your vibration is so good, them haters gotta leave, bro. Light energy repels dark energy. So it's like, you just keep on shining, bro, and them people that can't stand you, they're gonna eventually leave. Once they realize that you ain't about to leave, they gotta leave. Darkness has to leave when light comes around, bro. That's the laws of physics. You could go inside a cave, light a match, and the darkness moves for it. You know what I'm saying? But you could be out on a sunny day. You could bring oceans of darkness, and it ain't gonna stop a sunny day. Like, what the hell? Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Like, no, light overtakes dark every time. So your energy is no different. You keep that frequency. Now you make them haters move around. Hey, hater, you gonna have to leave. Why? Because I'm not leaving. You gonna have to figure that shit out. Handle business. Look at God. He don't play about you. Straight up. I like that. All right. I literally had a vision of the end of the world, and it was in video game mode. See, that's tell you. He's within you and you working together. Straight up, chase a smile. And that's how I put it together. Like, if you have a hard time, like, believing in another being's creation for your life, then just find solace in knowing that you was a part of that creation. Just imagine you and God sitting in another world, coloring, being like, yo, this is like, it's like a parent when you go and you play with your 2-year-old, 3-year-old daughter, And you're like, baby, what are you drawing here? And baby's drawing, oh, I'm drawing me in the future. This is going to be me in the future. This is going to be the car I drive. This is going to be the house I drive. And you're just looking at your child's painting. You're like, oh, baby, this is such a nice little drawing. I'm going to hang this on the fridge. And somebody coming like, yo, what is this drawing? Oh, my daughter painted what she's going to look like in the future. This is her. This is her job. This is her car. This is her house. That's her dog. She want a dog. She want to live on a farm or something like that. It's like, okay, cool. Now me as a parent, what do I do with that? Do I just be like, all right, baby, screw your plans and go do what I want you to do? Or do I say, yo, I know what my daughter's plan is. I'm going to help her bring that to light. Why would I not? So boom, this is the plan for your life. Cool. This I can find a way to put this into my plan for the grand scheme of things. So cool. You good. Let's make it work. And then now, as you go through life, am I going to like leave you? No. If my daughter's going through middle school, high school, adulthood, and she starts fumbling and moving and scratching against, I'm going to remind her like, hey, do you still want to be a doctor? Do you still want to be a lawyer? Do you still want to do that thing you say you want to do? Yeah, I still want to do it, but it's getting hard. I think I might just pick up this other degree. Hey, baby, look, I'm going to tell you this right now. No. That's going to lead you down the wrong path. If this is where your heart is, and you knew it since you was a child, and you still feel that way as an adult, this is your life path. As your parent, I'm going to do everything in my power to keep you on course. I'm going to do everything in my power to keep the haters away from you, keep the bad blood away from you, keep the toxicity away from you, keep the bad energy away. I'm going to do everything I can to set the play up for your victory, for your win. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to forsake you. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to hold you down. Yo, baby, remember you said you want to do this thing? Yeah, do you still want to do it? Yeah, I still want to do it. Cool. As a parent, I'm going to do everything in my power to help you get there. You feel me? And that's just how I see it. And that's a good parent. The parent took what the child wanted and said, okay, I'm going to help you get this. It's no different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. That's the word for the day. I don't know if this is a good live for y'all, but I hope it was. Boom, 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 boom. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Tell you, Gabe King, exactly. Stopping and simply allowing it to be what it is. Right, Devin. I would have never thought of this. Hoodie, you're a genius. Thank you, man. Look, I know nothing, bro. It comes and it goes, and yeah, man, it's bigger than me. It's always been bigger than me. I have no idea what none of this stuff is. However, if I could help somebody see how that thing and that thing are connected, it'd be like, for sure. That's good. You're going to be an amazing father in Jesus' name. Hey, thank you. Thank you for that. I feel like I'm going to be a good daddy, man. I feel like I'm going to be a good daddy because I still got childlike humor. You feel me? Like, I still know what it's like to be a kid. I feel like my father, as amazing as my father was, he couldn't relate to me because he's 40 years older than me. He was 40 when I was born. So he's 40-something, 50-something. He watching CNN when I'm trying to watch cartoons. So my job to be a good father is like, let me still watch the same cartoons as my kid. Like, let me never get too far away from cartoons and climbing a tree and whatnot. You know? You're such a beautiful soul. Thank you. Absolutely, Gabe King. Appreciate it. Great live. Love you, Hoodie. Love you too, Devin. Appreciate you. It's an amazing live. Thank you. Straight up. Simone, thank you. No, thank you, Simone. Great as usual. Thank you. Absolutely. Let me see. I believe, okay, Sweet and Heavenly says, I believe I was meant to hear all of this. I said prayer before getting on here. Hey, man, that's what's up. For sure. And I hope that it benefited you. Natalie, God is using you to bring messages that will reach people that will be introduced to your music. Hey, Nat, appreciate that. Man, for sure, God willing, you know what I'm saying? Like, God willing, everything is just going to work the way it's supposed to. I know it's a fight, though. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of my core values is the fight, and it's the fight because in 2021, I just gave you out a reason, like, yo, when I had money to avoid pain, I was avoiding pain. And that's a problem with some people with money right now. Like, you got enough money to avoid the pain, you're avoiding pain. You hide it. You hide in plain sight. That's why you hear these stories about some people, oh, I had a mansion, I had a car, I had a yacht, I had to give all of it up so that I can go and chase my real destiny. And it's like, yeah, you had to give all that up because you had enough money to hide from your real destiny. You had enough money that you've been hiding. Yeah, that's nice. Plane, boat, yacht. Oh, for sure. But if you got all that stuff and it's occupying you instead of you doing your mission, you still not going to feel good. You're going to have an empty hole on that yacht. You're going to be like, why you on this yacht? Like, let me get some girls on here. Let me get drunk real quick. You're going to get drunk as you want. You're going to get as many girls as you want. You're going to get as many whatever as you want. You still going to feel empty. Because you know, subconsciously, we know when we in the right place and we know when we in the wrong place. And, man, do your thing. I appreciate that, Nat, for real. Devin says, all praises to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, for sure. I'm with it, man. Jesus is my guy. I'm with it. Building supporters. God is using you to bring messages that will reach people that will be introduced to your music, building support. Hey, yeah, I appreciate it. Let me see. You remind me of my daddy, and my daddy was the best dad ever. Hey, I take that. Devin, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Like that really means a lot to me because you're an amazing person. So I'm sure that, and you never know what happens between people when they daddies and mamas. Everybody has issues. But for you to say that, I take that as like a really big compliment. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate you for saying that. Boom, 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 boom. He may not be there when we need him, but he's always on time. Straight up. Devin, thank you. Nah, for sure. All right, so I'm going to jump off the live. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Again, appreciate all you guys for being up in here. Y'all got the vibes. Y'all got the whole world in your hands. I just want to literally, as you have a phone in your hand, you literally have the whole world in your hand. This was like a time that we dreamed of for centuries. Shit did not exist, but now it does. Like, you're living in a magical time. Please, please, please take a magical approach to this magical time and watch how your life changes and watch how the world around you starts to change. You feel me? So y'all have an incredible day. If y'all don't already follow me. Again, we're going to be back live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Again, I was like 20 minutes late today. I apologize. I got like 0 sleep. But if you want to rewatch this live or any of the lives, hit the link in my bio. Go straight to my YouTube channel. This live, as soon as this live goes off, you can replay it. You can rewatch it. If there was something you saw that you liked, something that you want to replay, something you want to send to somebody, like the only place to rewatch any of my lives is on my YouTube channel. So go straight to the YouTube channel when this is done. Subscribe to the channel so you can get notified. Even if you not like stop being on TikTok for some reason, you can rewatch all the lives. There's a playlist in there called TikTok Live Replays. That's where all the lives is, and I believe this is episode 37. So yeah, we getting good with it. So appreciate you guys. Y'all have an amazing day. Killy, have an amazing day. Killy, peace. Myra, thank you for the love, King. Absolutely, Myra. I'm going to see you later. Everyone stay blessed. Continue to walk in your purpose. Peace, Natalie. That's right. Stay blessed. Sweet and heavenly. Have a great day. Love you guys. All right, I'm going to see y'all later. You have an amazing day. Again, peace. God bless. Be safe. CX. Love, CX. Good morning. All right, we jumping off right now, CX. But if you want to, you can jump straight to the YouTube and catch the replay. But we jumping off right now. If you just jumping in for the first time right now. But yeah, go straight over and watch the replay. I think this was a really good conversation. But I'm going to see y'all later, man. Have an amazing day. Peace. Goodbye. Love it.